Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town Vet, and I would like to welcome you to our channel, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Come into the room. We want to welcome you for coming here. We want you to sit down and relax. We're not here to fearmonger, but tell you the truth. We're not here to scare you that you're about to lose your benefits and all that. We're going to tell you the truth, the facts, the information that you need to navigate through this society and this world as a veteran. And those that are on the active and some transitioning out of the military. So we want to say thank you. We appreciate you and value you. And we really appreciate the time. Now let's see who we have in here tonight. Taking a break with H-Town. Come on in. First person in the room for the night was Betty Bops. And Betty Bops says, H-Town, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Yes, I am. I'm having a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. And we appreciate you for, encouraging us. Let's see here. And let's continue. Yes, I got your message. And then Grace says, good evening, my sister Betty. Hope you're having a wonderful week. She's in the house. Grace say, H-Town, looking forward to our live. Hoping you enjoy the weekend. Yes, indeed. Some came earlier, and I welcomed everybody. So we have Grace in this said, H-Town, I do have a question. Do you know how long the VA considers your lab work for when submitting your claim? Like how far back? I know it has to be current. I don't know. So I submit an intent to file, had lab works and x-rays from 2 years prior. You might need to get them updated. They're going to want current. Yeah, maybe in the last 3 to 6 months. They're going to want to be current, not years ago. Now, Coasty's in the house. Coasty says, good evening, H-Town and the family. Good evening, Brother Coasty. Good evening. Jimmy Elmore says, good evening, H-Town and the family. So glad you're here, brother Jimmy. We have Brother Charlton in here says, evening, shipmate Betty Bob's Grace, anchors of H-Town ship. You hear one, you know what's up. Thank y'all. Just kind of catch everybody comments. We're going to go and catch up here. Y'all have been chatting away. 66 Love say H-Town family, much love to you. And this the little time right before we start. Y'all can chat with each other before we get on topic. I think y'all getting it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't had a chance to do so already. Now let's get to it, family. We're caught up. All right, fam. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all presence. Come on in the room for showing up, subscribing, liking, and sharing. We appreciate it. What y'all think of the thumbnail? I mean the slide. Yeah, pucker up. Now listen, here your voice matters. Veterans tend not to have a place where they can talk back or express or ask questions or challenge information that is presented to them. This is a place where we want you to call us. You want us to text us. We don't restrict people based on whether they paid or not. You can talk here freely. Yes. Yes, get the ones that's current. Yes, indeed. So your opinion matters here. Family, with our subscriber count, it's been going up, and we appreciate y'all. Right now, we should be at 2,981 subscribers. How many do we need to get to 3,000? If we are in the upper, you see left-hand corner there, we're at 2,981 subscribers. How many do we need? We got 19 more to go. Can we do it? I guess in the next week or so. Let us know. See what we can do. Tend to be more people subscribe on the weekends when they're off. Let me check our sound. So according to Sister Grace, we can do it. Sister Grace say we can do it. Okay. Yes, we can. We need 19 more, Betty says. Okay. Then we have the service connection in here. Studio says just stopping in to say hi. It's been a weekend. It's been a week and spending time with my wife. Yes, indeed. You've been a busy man. Love the thumbnail there, brother. Love the thumbnail. Brother, this my brother, the service connection. So glad that you were here. Wish you well. You've been keeping me updated, and I thank you. Now, our brother been traveling around. He been doing podcasts and interviews. He'll show you how to do it. And he has the personality for it. Benny says, hello, H-Town vet and chat family. Thank you for stopping in the service connection and spending a little time with us when you're able to. We really appreciate it. Now, listen, and y'all get an opportunity to go over there and check him out, the service connection. He has a channel too. And see if it's what to your liking. Grace says, okay, that's great. The service connection. Yes, I'm like this here. I appreciate anybody that's, come and support me. I'm gonna support them. We're gonna make sure we do everything above board. Everything is gonna be transparent. All right. Because different platforms have different goals. And I respect that. So help us get to that 3,000 family. We need 19 more. Family, if you want to join us, we joined started a little late tonight. We started at 7 p.m., but our regular schedule live streams are 6 p.m. Central Time, p.m. And that would be Eastern Standard Time, would be 7. All right, 7 p.m. For California, and I guess that's Pacific Time, it'd be 4 p.m., 2 hours behind us. And Colorado time, I'm going to call it, Mountain Time, I forget what they call it, be 5 p.m., all right? So family, come on in. Let's enjoy each other. Let's learn from each other. This is very important. We have our brother in here, the U.S. Army Grunt, say hello, H-Town and H-Town family. Hope everyone had a great weekend so far. We have, and so glad to see you here. Please show love to the Service Connection, everybody, and the Service Connection Studios, and our brother, U.S. Army Grunt. That is very important that we acknowledge others. And we will have impromptu live streams and videos that we release. Come on now. Family, we want to thank people for our super chat. We're monetized now, and we're being blessed. Thank you for all the donations. All of it helped. No matter how much, all that adds up. Thank you. And that helps to support the channel. Family, if you haven't had a chance to do so, smash that like button. We really would appreciate it. That really matters to us. Now let's get on topic. And the topic for tonight is the VA claims process from start to finish. Now, let's understand something here. H-Town is the only person that developed the claims process from start to finish steps. People talk about certain steps, but not all the steps. H-Town cover all the steps. Did you hear what I said? And ain't nobody questioned me on them because I got it out of my brain. That's right. Please stay on topic, comment, like, subscribe. Yes, indeed. Keep your comments on topic. Thank you, sister. Now, listen. First thing, we're dealing with VA claims. You're dealing with the VA claims office. And in dealing with the VA claims office, and you're filing a claim, you need to know what their rules and regulations, procedure, what guidelines they go by, and what they're looking for, what qualifies as a disability. You need to know all that. What's the process? Well, they don't really give you that. You're just kind of in the dark trying to scramble around. This is why H-Town Vet makes this thing make sense. So you're dealing with the regional office in your area, VA claims. First thing we want to do is point out the problem. What is the problem? The problem is nobody clearly puts the VA claims process into focus. They don't show all of the steps. Now, I want you to be honest, and you're going to have to prove it to me. You can't just say it. Has anybody else that you know of when it comes to point out the problem like this? Let me explain. I haven't got to it yet. So the problem is that navigating the claims process, sometimes we run into roadblocks or we need assistance or clarifications to get to the next step. I'll get to that in a minute. So the problem is not knowing how to navigate the process. And I'll explain in a minute what I was about to say. Now, to qualify right off the bat, you qualify for VA disability compensation is a direct result of being able to qualify for them is a direct result of your discharge status. Did you receive an honorable discharge, general discharge, bad conduct discharge, or dishonorable? Well, when it comes down to it, usually you're going to need an honorable or general discharge in order to receive VA disability compensation. All right. They have made some type of discharges, especially for those in the LGBT community. They've made it where they can apply for benefits. It doesn't automatically change their discharge status under the don't ask, don't tell. They've made it so I think they need to work to get their discharge status upgraded. And when we're talking about this information, if it's on topic, you can definitely say something. Now listen, general, you can get both benefit of VA disability and VA healthcare. It might be some complication getting on some of the state benefits, but usually general, you might be able to qualify. Honorable, you meet the standards, you get the full benefits. Okay, you need to know that. Look, the brother says, Jason say, hey, H-Town family, did not get my notification. Well, I sure hate to hear that. I'm glad you here though. We ain't been on long, under 15 minutes. Charlton say, H-Town, true H-Town, went to my county VSO. He even didn't explain it till you had to wing it. Yeah. Now we have Tanya in here. Everybody show love to Tanya too, and Jason and family. We're going to break it down like only H-Town can. So I play my role and I play my position and I do it to the best of my abilities without on your DD-214 having the proper discharge. You may not qualify for VA disability compensation or even VA health care, especially with a dishonorable. You may not. Everybody show love to Tanya. Now, here we go. And I need you to be honest. And I don't think nobody to this day. Has you ever seen other than on my channel, have you ever seen the VA disability claim process broken down into steps in one video? Yes or no? The whole from start to finish. Have you seen that? If you have, put yes in the chat. Outside my channel, have you seen that? And let me know where, because I ain't never seen. Yes or no? Come on. Yes or no? Have you ever seen, and I'm talking about just what you see in here, broke down in one video. And my first video was 2 years ago. I'll need you to tell me because you're going to have to show me where it's at. Charlton say no. H-Town ain't trying to be intimidated, but I want to know. Listen, U.S. Army Grunt say no, 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 and no. Come on, let's talk about it. Grace say no. Coasty say no. Charlton say no. Have y'all ever seen, where have you seen it at 66? The steps, all of the steps broken down. Send me a reference to that. Tell me in the chat where you've seen it at. Jimmy Elmore say yes. Because I love to see it. Because I ain't never seen it because it came out of my brain. And if they do it recently, I love to know how many steps they said it was, 66 Love? How many steps they said it was? Come on, because we want to learn here. Some other channels, it's been a while. But it's been a while. Yeah, but you got to tell me what channel it was. 8, I believe. Okay, somebody may have put 8 out there. And what was it? Because I put out this 2 years ago. They might have been copying me, but then maybe not. I'd like to know. If you can't give me the verified information, in my opinion, it didn't happen. And I'm not saying you're not being truthful, but I want to see it. Show it to me. And I want to know because I always heard it was 5 steps. Well, that's what this took me a while to learn how to do this. But I'm glad y'all saying there's some people that did it, but was it comprehensive? And I would want to know what the steps were. Family, we having fun here today. I don't like when y'all just agree with me. 66 say, nah, he's seen some, but it's been a while. Jimmy said, yes, I heard it was, but it was 5 steps. How can it be 5 steps? H-Town had to bump his head. The steps are this. Number 1, if you can't just come up and start collecting evidence. So I come in sequence order. So let me explain. You cannot start off with collecting evidence, the law, submitting a claim, going to an exam. They are getting everything together when it comes to the diagnosis, nexus, and severity level, what it takes to be a disabled veteran, updates, denied claims, and approval, unless you do one thing right off the bat, and that's focus on what you're going to claim. Unless you focus on who's going to help you with the claim. Unless you focus on what type of claim you're going to file, what disability you're going to file. See, this is H-Town breaking it down. 5 steps sound like AA. Yes. So somebody out there attempted to do it, but H-Town did it. Now, if H-Town didn't do it, people would criticize the process here. They would have to point out. I ain't never heard nobody point out, what is that? Well, where's your steps at? What I would say to them, you can nitpick and we don't mind critique, but you need to let me know because this was a daunting and challenging task. Even when it comes to all the benefits you get from 0 to 100%. I'm the person that did that because there was a need for it. We were putting out bits and pieces and it was hard. I almost stopped and didn't want to do that. This was challenging. Let's talk about it, family. Hold on. I don't think I did the first. Give me a second. Because I didn't go over all of them. I think I went over all of them, right? Yeah. Let me make sure I went over all of them. One is the focus, okay? You need to focus on what you're claiming, focusing on what you need to do to get your claim started. Number 2 is your evidence. Collect your evidence and organize your evidence. Number 3, find relevant VA law, relevant evidence in the M21 manual that supports your evidence. Number 4, submit your claim. Number 5, go to the exam. And number 6 is going to be on the side of what they do, number 1, with the examiner, They're going to decide whether the diagnosis, if you already have a diagnosis, whether there's a connection between your military service and your condition. And number 3, the measure of severity level. This will be decided by the examiner, evidence, what they put in, and the raters translating that, saying, okay, this is what you get based on the evidence. Now listen, while you waiting for them to make a decision, you got to get an update on your claim. H-Town have gotten 2 letters on how to update on your claim. Number 8, if you get denied, H-Town have several videos on what to do when your claim is denied. Not to just sit there like I did with my first one, because if you let the time run out, you'll lose your back pay date and you have to start all over again. Number 10, approval. Come on, let's talk about it. Now, our sister Grace said, yes, break it down because this process is challenging. And for those active duties, I make sure I share these videos. Share this one in particular, because when you get someone to help you, if they're telling you something that's wrong, you're going to be able to do what? You're going to be able to take this information and help. Hold on. What about this step? You need to have it. I'd print this off. Coasty say, should you put in an intent to file first? That's what we're talking about, focus. That's under step number 1. You see what H-Town just did, Coasty? Huh? We about to go over the steps one by one. That's the first thing you should do. Coasty is right. H-Town, the process is a lot. Yes, so that's why you want to look at this and stay organized so it doesn't become overwhelming. The first step is focus, right? So you need to focus on what you're trying to do as it relates to claims. Are you trying to file a direct claim where it's an injury connected to your military services, a direct claim, a secondary claim? Are you filing a claim for increase? Okay. Are you filing an appeal? Are you filing one for the PACT Act? Who in here, put 1 in the chat if you in the focus area, and you can keep putting it in there. Let's see what our Coasty, if you need money, it would be good idea. Yes, indeed. Yeah, if you don't wait around for the intent to file. If you think about filing a claim, Coasty, you put in the intent to file. Say, now listen what U.S. Army going to say. Step 1, 2, and 3 is what a person needs to do before step 4 on H-Town chart. Now, let me go back to that chart to see what he's talking about, because we want people that's watching this live and recorded and may not be. Let's see what he's talking about. Tell me what y'all think on these different steps. So what our brother U.S. Army Grunt is saying, what he's saying is that you need to, before you submit a claim, you need to do 3 things. Are you listening? Number 1, you need to focus. All right? Stop and focus on what you're going to do, what you're going to collect. Focus on submitting that intent to file, first thing. Focus on what evidence you need. Focus on all that, what you're going to claim and all that. Focus on what you're going to file, not the evidence yet. Focus on what you're going to claim. And we're going to get into detail on that. Number 2, collect your evidence. Number 3, find the law that backs up your disability. You don't submit your claim until you're done 1, 2, and 3. Are we clear? That brother U.S. Army Grunt broke it down. See, I'm using my skills as an educator to help make the process clearer. So I've learned this through talking to you wonderful people. Well, I came up with the claim process, I think, before I started doing live videos. I may be wrong about that. No, I came up afterward. So y'all really helped me to develop this. So let's continue. Like we say, number 1 is to focus. So when you're focusing, family, you focus on whether you have a direct claim, secondary claim, a claim for an increase, appeals. It might fall on, because you might be appealing something. You might have a deferred, not a deferred necessary, or it might be something under the PACT Act or a terror claim. Come on now, let's talk about it. Focus on what you're trying to do first. And as Coasty said, the first thing you need to do, what did he say? should you put in an intent to file? Yes. If you dreamed about filing a claim, the next morning put in an intent to file. If you think you want to put in an intent, you want to file a claim, put in an intent to file. That, because that don't hurt nothing. That'll give you time to figure out whether you want to do it or not. It ain't hurting you. Also, you need to prepare for the CMP exam. Need research. Well, we're gonna get to that. That's gonna be in the steps up. Right now, you need to see before you can prepare. You need to put in that intent to file. That's the first thing you need to do. Great information. And then once you put in an intent to file, because you don't know whether you want to file, then you need to decide whether you want to poke the bear. Okay. Now that you put in an intent to file, you may want to file something. You may change your mind and not want to file. The intent to file is just stay there for a year till you decide that. You got a whole year on the intent to file. You don't have to put down what you're claiming on the intent to file. Then do you want to poke the bear? Family, who ready to poke the bear for a claim? I'll say no. Right now, I don't want to. Don't poke the bear. Poke the bear in there. Because I'm right now taking it easy. I do not want to poke the bear. But who want to put that intent to file in and you ready to poke the bear? Don't poke the bear. I don't want to poke the bear right now. Then Jimmy Elmore say poke all day. Yeah, you're going to get that finger bit off. Poke your mind. Charlton cutting up. Y'all feel like poking the bear, y'all going to lay back cut. Now listen what Grace says. First, focus on the intent to file. You have how many days? 364 days. That's right. Don't you wait until the 365th day. You do on the 364 days to file the claim. There you go. And don't put nothing on there. Let's go here. Let's see what we got here. U.S. Army Grunt said, I am poking the bear for health reasons, DIC death benefits. So if you already have the rating that you want, but you want to make sure your family's straight and you have disabilities that you may pass away from, that you want to be service connected so your family can get the DIC death benefits and other benefits that come to them. Come on now, you may want to do it. Pac-Man, chop. She gonna poke the bear. That bear look mean. Betty gonna poke the bear. OT, everybody show love to OT. Say, leave the bear alone. Everybody show love to OT. Everybody show love to OT. Because OT say, yes, leave that bear alone. So listen, in order to do it, you haven't had an injury that occurred while you were in service. Okay? It has to be connected to military service, either through direct service connection or doing presumptive service connection, okay? They say, well, you in Vietnam, you have prostate cancer. So since you have both of those, we'll assume that the prostate cancer resulted from your military service on ground or near certain waters in Vietnam, okay? Let's talk about it. It has to be connected to your service. And it has to be one of the 15 body systems, all right? Now, it has to be either dealing with your heart, your cardiovascular system, and those things connected to the heart system, and let us know. Put down the ones that you're affected by, that you're service connected for or filing for. And it can be dental or oral, too, that's service connected. It could be the digestive system, 3. Number 4, the endocrine system dealing with hormones. All right. Number 5, female reproductive system. Number 6, urinary system. Number 7, mental health. Number 8, musculoskeletal system. Number 9, neurological issues. Listen. Number 10, nutritional deficiencies. I've seen only a few people that have the nutritional deficiencies. I'd love to know how that works. Number 11, respiratory system. Everybody should love to kneel. Step in here said, poke the bear all day, every day. Yes, indeed. Show love to Neil Step, please, family. Number 11, I was saying, was the respiratory system. Number 12, the organs of specific senses, which is also considered the 5 senses. So if you have trouble smell, taste, sound, vision, and touch. Number 13, blood-related conditions. Number 14, skin-related like eczema, scars, anything that's service-connected. Which ones are y'all affected by? Number 15, immune disorder and infectious diseases that's service-connected. Now, let's see what our family got here. I can put y'all chat back up. And we thank everybody show love to Neil Step. We glad that you're here, Brother Neil. Now listen, yes, he's saying hi to everybody. Welcome everybody, welcoming you, both y'all. Now listen what U.S. Army Grunt says. Poke the bear for 1, cardiovascular, 4, the hormone endocrine system, dealing with your hormones, the thyroids and all that. Number 11, for respiratory system. Which one of these conditions would you poke the bear for? Let us know. If you're not filing the claim, which one would you poke the bear for? Due to toxic radiation. Come on, let us know. If I had to poke the bear, it would be I don't know what PACT Act would fall under. What do you think, OT family? What would the PACT Act fall under? Which body system? These are the 15 body systems that the VA have. Now, H-Town is the one that broke it down to you. And I put them all on one slide. Jimmy Elmore says 1, 3. So 1, dealing with the heart. Number 3, dealing with the digestive system. Number 4 is the endocrine system, hormones. Number 6, urinary tracking system. And number 7, mental health disorder. Let me ask y'all, which one of these, let me know and say PACT Act, which one of these are covered under the PACT Act that y'all know of? Do the PACT Act cover all of these conditions? Number 8 for Coastie, neurological issues. Okay, neurological. OT say number 15. Hold on, I missed something. Let me see. I missed something. Okay. Oh, y'all been chatting away. Jimmy Elmore say number 13, blood-related conditions. Charlton say number 7, mental health. Okay. I'm going to take y'all mental health. Number 11, respiratory conditions. This includes conditions such as sleep apnea, also COPD. So yes, Mr. Neal, you are definitely welcome here. Number 11 for Mr. Neal. Respiratory systems. I'm assuming those are conditions that would be covered under the PACT Act, right? Let us know. H-Town presents the information, but he don't know everything. Huh? We are the experts. Now listen. Gray says 1, cardiovascular system, dealing with the heart. Number 6, urinary system. A lot of us has issues with that, especially maybe dealing with the kidneys or things of that manner. Number 8, musculoskeletal. You're going to see that a lot. Now, what things are covered under the PACT Act dealing with the 5 body systems? And y'all, if y'all know, Charlton say number 11, the respiratory system, dealing with the condition, the chemicals we were exposed to. Yes, yes, yes. Number 13, blood-related conditions. Wow, don't get me started. Now, for Gray said number 7, mental health disorders. OT say number 15, immune disorders and infectious disease. Gray says haven't considered 13 or 15. But is it possible, Sister Grace, that you have blood-related conditions that they have not tested your blood for? I'm thinking that's possible with me. Number 15, how many of us consider immune disorders and infectious diseases that might result from our military service? Come on now, listen to what the Service Connection says. The Service Connection Studio says, I am poking the bear for number 9. Now I got to pull back up what number 9 is. I'm poking the bear for number 9, neurological issues. I am loaded for bear on number 9. They missed that big time on my CMP. I have all the documentation. They missed terribly. And you don't stop. Now listen, I'm enjoying this, family, because you get to express yourself. This is interactive live stream because I need to know where the family stand, because a lot of times if we don't talk about it, we won't understand it. I'm learning from y'all in the chat. Now listen, U.S. Army Grunt say the PACT Act pretty sure covers cardiovascular system, heart conditions, okay. Number 4, the indoctrination dealing with hormones. Number 9, dealing with musculoskeletal system. I believe that too. Number 11, dealing with respiratory. Number 14, I was wondering what somebody gonna say it. U.S. Army Grunt was the first one that said it, and I was about to do it. You hear people always talking about they were about to do something. I was about to do it, but our brother said it already. Skin disorders, dealing with, because I got skin rashes, and like I wouldn't say as bad as eczema. It was like skin. It was not real. I had dry skin issues. Who in here had dry skin issues when you got out of the military? Not number 8. Okay, not number 8. It's not covered under the PACT Act. Let us know. Put the numbers that are not OT. To your knowledge, put the ones that are not covered under the PACT Act. Let us know. Now, Neil says, seems like all of these would fall under the PACT Act. Now, let us know. We're going to do it like this here. I need to know what ones y'all think is not under the PACT Act. Put the number. So which number is not under the PACT Act? Come on, I need y'all to start telling me, because that's a great question that y'all talk. I guess I brought up the PACT Act. I just was curious. Betty says her situation would be number 11, poking the bear, respiratory system. Number 5, female reproductive system. Number 6, urinary system. Y'all say, H-Town, why do we go over this? It's because we need to stay sharp. Number 8, musculoskeletal system. Number 7, mental health. Thank you, sister. We pray that everything works out for you, and we do everything we can to help you. The Service Connection say never stop fighting. Come on now. And we're focusing now. We're on number 1, focusing in the claim process. Jimmy L. Moore says, I need to get number 8, service connected, musculoskeletal system. Do they need to see a neurologist? Oh, no, that's under number 9. What type of doctor do you need to deal with your musculoskeletal system that you can get somebody to help you, an outside doctor? Now, listen, Jim Elmore say, I get skin tags even yearly. You need to document that. Sister Grace says, I would have to research number 13 and 15 because, yes, it's possible, but might be hard to service connect after all these past years. Family, we talking about. Which one of these are not covered under the PACT Act in your opinion? So OT say musculoskeletal. I think I remember that. Mental health, no PACT Act. So we're talking about number 7 and 8. He says not covered. Blue say dental or oral, not covered in this opinion. Thank everybody, show love to Big Blue. Now, Jimmy Elmore say 2 dental, number 8 musculoskeletal. Okay. Now listen to what our brother says here. And when I take y'all chat off the screen, I'm gonna pull them up over here. because we need to see all the different conditions. Charlton says the PACT Act deals with burn pits. Do you know how many heavy metals in smoke? Not a rock band there either. Not a rock band, not a rock band. He out of control. Going into the bloodstream through the lungs. Real talk. Now listen what U.S. Army going to say. H-Town, for your skin issues, did you ever clean weapons with solvents? Yes. And do maintenance on tank grease? Yes. Oil? Yes. Antifreeze? Yes. And so on that dirty outer skin? Yes, I have. Thank you. Orthopedic. So dealing with number 8, you would need an orthopedic doctor. Okay, now we're about to get into it. What type of doctor would you need for number 1? So number 1, I want to ask y'all just put in the type of doctor you would need for number 1. For heart doctor. What type of doctor I need for cardiovascular system? What they call it? What type of doctor is that? That you would use and get them to fill out a DBQ for you? Let us know. A cardiologist. What type of doctor you need for dental and oral? And I'm talking about serious dental. What they call an orthodontist or what? Okay, a cardiologist. What would you need for number? I'm gonna put number 2. Hold on, give me a chance. What would you need? Tell me what number you putting it in for. Since we put number 1 cardiologist, what we need for number 2. James is in the house. We're good. What type of doctor would you need for dental? Now put your number. So you're gonna have to put #1 if you're dealing with what type of doctor you need for a cardiovascular system. They say cardiologist. Put a 1. Now put a number 2. What type of doctor you need? An orthodontist. Okay, family, y'all need to be listening. Listen, come on. Dental, number 2. For dental or oral, what type of doctor you need that can help you get the evidence that you need, family? Now, okay, well, y'all can put them for the different ones. Look at all of them. Which one put? You got to put the number first. Hashtag the number. Okay, for number 2, say hi to James. Everybody show love to James. G, thank you for being always good to see you, brother. Thank you for that. Say, you're right, Neil. An oral dental or surgeon or an orthodontist. It's one begin with an E too that I got to go to. Then you're definitely right. Number 3, dealing with the digestive system, the Service Connection say you need a gastrointestinal doctor. Okay. Number 2, Grace says all dentist specialty. There you go, family. So those that are watching this, they'll know. So for the digestive system, the Service Connection said a gastro. So let's see. Number 3, family. Let's not do number 4 yet. Hold on. Let me get number 3 down. So what do we need for number 3? A GI doctor. That's right. Gets the endoscope done. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm getting the colonoscopy. So you can get the one going down your throat and one coming up the rear. Now, family, I'm enjoying this. Everybody show love to Doc Shelley. Number 3, when it deals with the digestive system, what type of doctor do you need? James say, how do you get the VA to refer you to a specialist? That is the key. Yes. So you get them to do that through community care. You need to tell your doctor what your condition, and they need to see if they have somebody there that can do it. If not, you get to community care and tell them you need some help. But usually you have to get a referral from your physician. Now, Doc Shelley says, not here for long, just came to say F the VA. Oh, veterans with an attitude. That's what we're going to call you. VW. Hey, veterans with an attitude. That's what I call Doc Shelley. Everybody should love Doc Shelley. Now listen. Jimmy says number 3 would be a urologist. Did not think it, not just fam. Did y'all see that? That digestive system, you can use a neurologist, also a gastrologist. Come on, number 3. What you got for number 4? She says for the hormone endocrine system, you need a nephrologist. I don't know, nephrologist, urologist, and some of them might overlap. Endocrinologist and a gasology. Yes. What's up, Doc? Yes, indeed. Endocrinologist. Okay. Yeah, you got to be careful if you get one of these colonoscopies. You got to be careful. I'm going for one here real soon. Everybody's showing love to doctor. Fam, a kidney doctor for number 4. Yes. Yes. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk now. What about for number 5? What doctor you need for number 5? And with number 5, we're dealing with female reproductive system. What type of doctor do you need to deal with the female reproductive system? They're going to need female veterans, or women veterans are going to need specialized doctors. I don't know. Can y'all have any ideas what type of doctors would help with the female reproductive system? And that when you file a claim, they'll be qualified to fill out a DBQ on your behalf that can help you can get your bit. A gynecologist for number 5. Put the number down too. Benny, everybody show love to Benny. A gynecologist. Okay, gyno, okay. Let us know. Are there any other type of specialized doctors for female or for women veterans? Let us know. Hope they clean the scope from last exam, H. Good luck. Now you're going to have me checking that thing. Am I going to have to do the smell test? Oh, God. Now you just, Charlton, real good way to send your brother off. I got a colonoscopy in a couple of days, fam. My daughter's going to take me. She took off that week. She said she was taking it off anyway. I think she did it for her dad. Listen, even if she didn't, I gotta feel like she did because I want to be important. Family, now we having fun here. Number 6. What type of doctor you deal with for urinary tract issues? What type of the urinary system? A urologist. Okay, for number 6. A urologist. Can y'all think any other kind of doctors dealing with the urinary system? And this could be not, urinary and anus. Yes, a neurologist. Okay, urologist. Okay. Come on, let us know, family. Let's see. Y'all doing good. Number 6, y'all say urologist. See, family, the veteran family needs to know this because when they're filing these claims, they need to know what type of doctor. If you're going in there to a CMP exam that the VA send you to, and it's about the urinary system, but they don't send you to a urologist, man, they got to sit down somewhere. This is a foot doctor. Why you got me? So you got to make sure everything's straight. Now you say 2 biopsies coming up. Not looking forward to it. Now we don't look for it. Yes. 6 urologists, Hope, a old guy. He say, now listen, number 7. Number 7, what type of person this gonna get tricky? What type of healthcare professional can help you with mental health conditions that can fill out a DBQ, that can treat your condition? Okay, number 7, a psychiatrist. That's one. Who are the other people that can help you? Let's say you can't get to a psychiatrist, which is a medical doctor that deals with the psychological brain, but they are medical MD. Anybody other than a psychiatrist that can help you. Number 7, mental health. What type of doctor can you get to fill out a DBQ, a disability benefits questionnaire, if you get it done on the outside that the VA will honor? What type of credentials do they need? One is a psychiatrist, yes, licensed psychiatrist. Can y'all think anybody else? What about a psychologist? Oh, you said it, a psychologist. Okay. What about a psychiatric nurse? Will they still let you do a psychiatric nurse? Okay. Now let's go to number 8. Okay, a therapist. Yeah, there's a lot of positions. Even a therapist can help you with that. See, family, we're solution oriented here. We want to make sure that we cover everything. Now, number 8. What type of doctor or professional would the VA recognize if you submit a DBQ, like a disability benefits questionnaire, or what type of doctor would they send you to for a CMP exam dealing with musculoskeletal issues? Somebody said it. If you what they call those people, let us know. Orthopedic. Okay, number 8 would be orthopedic. Now let's go back to number 7. Grace say must be licensed PA, physician assistant, or shrink psychologist, clinical social worker, therapist. Yes, you got them all, Grace. Family, we doing this here. Now dealing with number 8, issues dealing with the muscle and scalar system. And right now, Charlton, you on duty. You on duty right now, okay? Every once in a while I put in there, stay on topic. Ain't nothing going on, but I'm gonna need you to take the slack up right now for our sister, because her sister, she contacted me, let me know some things. So y'all need, you're on duty, unofficial duty. You a squid, what they call it, snipe. Don't you snipe nobody. You say masseuse. Now let me ask you this here: would a chiropractor fall under musculoskeletal system? Would a chiropractor fall under number 8? Let us know. Number 8 is no orthopedic. Now, let's go to the next. Number 9, fam. I need to know number 9. Neurological issues. What type of person needs to fill out your evidence, your information, your nexus letter, all of that? Who would it be, family? Let us know. For dealing with neurological issues, let us know. A neurologist, yes, indeed. Y'all continue, because we're going to flow through this here. Y'all can continue with your answers. That is definitely the answer. Family, so if you need help with something dealing with neurological issues, get somebody to specialize in there, so the VA has to acknowledge, and this is going to be a powerful way to handle it. Grace says OT Charleston, H-Town, calling is out. Oh Lord, come on now. We good. Now I just need y'all good. Y'all just now let's say number 10. Charleston did such a wonderful job last time, calling us out. Now I'm just saying, listen. Oh, number 10, a dietitian. If you see somebody at the VA, what they call a program at the VA, what helps you lose weight, put it in the chat. What's number 10, family? Dealing with nutritional deficiencies. Our brother said it, the Service Connection, dietitian. But what is the program called at the VA when you dealing with weight issues and they help you? It's called a something program. What is it called? Jimmy Elmore got it, the MOVE program. Sometimes you can do group things, or you can go to a dietitian, like our brother said here. Huh? The MOVE program. Come on, tell us, family. Coach say move. Big Blue say move to lose weight. Come on now. So that's what you can do. Yes, family, we just got to organize this information. Next, organ of specific senses. Now, this is going to be harder now. It depends on the condition. We're going to break number 12 down into groups. Number 11, Number 11, respiratory system. Who do you know? Hold on. Betty say the move. Oh, you still here? I thought you was, because I knew you weren't feeling good or something. Sister, I got a message. Say the MOVE program. She said, ain't nobody taking over my job. The MOVE program. Move to lose weight. Number 11, the respiratory system. Who would help you? Now, this would deal with sleep apnea, COPD, or other breathing conditions with the lungs. What is that thing called? Tuberculosis, TB. I'm back and forth. Yeah. So y'all keep up. Thank you. Yes, indeed. So you say we can use part of our evidence to claim toward diabetes. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. All that, because they write notes. The MOVE program, they write notes because it's something dealing with your medical. That can be evidence. Pull those records. Now, number 11, move out of the way and let the big guy through. Oh, I got short man complex. Now listen, little man complex. Betty say lung doctor. Okay, yes. Pulmonary doctor. Did not think about that. Thank you so much. Sleep doctor. Yes, indeed. See, dealing with the conditions such as COPD, right? Dealing with conditions such as sleep apnea, that's going to deal with your respiratory system. Come on now. Can y'all think of any other conditions that would fall under the respiratory system? Let us know. Thank you. I've done excellent on that. Number 12. We're almost done, family. I thought 11 was cardiologist. Now, cardiologist is number 1. Now, that's number 1. Now, let's see. Number 12, family. Oh, that's going to get kind of interesting. Oh, asthma is another one that falls under number 11, the respiratory system. Yes, indeed. Now, listen, number 12. This is going to depend because this organs of specific senses. Hearing. What type of doctor? You ain't got to put all of them. Put the ones you put whichever one you want to put. Hearing, what type of doctor? Put hearing and what kind of doctor? Smell, what type of doctor? Touch, sensation, what type of doctor? Taste, what type of doctor? Vision, what type of doctor? Let us know. Now, listen to what our brother say. Neil said, I went to the VA sleep clinic for sleep apnea. Did you do the sleep study there, or did they have you do a sleep study outside the VA? Or did you ever do a sleep study? Now, let's see. Jimmy Elmore say 12, ear, nose, and throat doctor. Oh, so you got 3 of them out the way. Ear, nose, and throat doctor dealing with taste. Now, listen to what the Service Connection studios say. Audiologist dealing with the hearing. Okay. Would MOVE program be considered treatment? Is MOVE program? I'm guessing yes from what our brother Neil say. I never thought about it. Very family OT, if you in here, whoever went to MOVE, would that be considered treatment? It seems like it to me. When you go there for weight loss, MOVE program, for those that don't know, it's a weight management program that the VA offers throughout the United States. Better say lung, pulmonary, and same doctor. I had to go private to get another sleep study. Oh boy. So you did one outside. Okay, I think you're talking about sleep study. You did one outside. Okay, Brother Neil. Grace says, number 12, ENT, dermatologist, neurological. So dealing with the touch might be neurological, but dermatologist for the skin, the touch. OT, I asked you, what was that question I asked OT, fam? I forgot. Because I asked him a question and I forgot what it was. Tell me what that question was I asked OT. OT, you can tell me too. Diagnose sleep apnea by VA. Okay, by VA. Okay, yes, indeed. And what was you telling me no to? Because I asked you a question, OT, but I forgot what it was. It in my claim file for the MOVE program. Oh, So yeah, you better put that. I never thought about putting the weight loss management and the neurological deficiencies. If they find them, the dietitian do, you can use that in your claim. The Service Connection Studio say yes, because the MOVE program tries to prevent diabetes. So they try to target a medical condition. Yes, indeed. Number 12, audiology. And I'm sure for the eyes, you just go to the eye doctor, right? I don't know what they call them. Number 13, y'all thought I was gonna let you. Oh, I did number 12. Okay. Now let's see. No, I never did submit number 12. With them, well, okay, number 13. What type of doctor would you go to for blood-related conditions? What type of doctor? Sorry, I pulled up 12. I didn't MOVE as a treatment. He said no. Okay, it's not a treatment. Now I'd love to get more information on that, because some saying yay, some saying no. Number 13, blood-related conditions. And why wouldn't MOVE be considered a treatment, OT, you know, from your perspective? Because our brother made that it targets diabetes. Okay, Charlton say number 14, dermatological plastic surgery. Yes. Remove cyst removal. That's number 14. That makes sense. What about number 13, blood related? What type of doctor would you go to? What type of doctor would you go to for blood related issues that you could submit a claim? Okay. Endocrinologist, endocrinologist. Okay. Oh, now that's good. Hematologist for blood. Family, y'all getting this thing straight. That's number 13, fam. Number 13. Family, this is what happened when we come together and we break this thing down. And he say, amen. Yes, Betty. Yes. Thank you, Betty, for coming through as you come in and out. And I understand. Oh, y'all making me feel good. Now, weight management program. Okay. Let's see. You saying because the weight management program, not specifically treatment for diabetes. But I guess weight could be a secondary. I don't know. That's interesting. Number 14, Charlton already brought it up. Number 14 is skin conditions. What type of doctor you go to for your skin? Let us know. Number 14, Charlton say a dermatologist, plastic surgeon, had to remove cysts. Okay, he said yes. So then also the Service Connection said dermatologist. Okay, number 13, hematologist, blood, bone, marrow, and lymphatic system. Now that's real talk dealing with blood-related conditions. Thank you, that's real good. Number 14, Jimmy says dermatologist. Now, family, this is when it gets heavy. What type of doctor you gonna get for number 15? What type of doctor? See, family, you're gonna learn some stuff when you come here. And you're gonna teach some things too, because I'm learning from you. What type of doctor would you use for immune disorders and infectious diseases? Many of us have went through this here. What if you had issues that the military service affected your immune system, or you had an infectious disease that you got as a result, and this could include HIV, that you may have been violated and somebody gave you hepatitis, anything. Number 15, immunologist. Immunologist. Okay. Hope I said infectious disease doctor. Yes, indeed. Family, y'all breaking this thing down. Family, this is why we interact, because we have more knowledge as a group. MOVE is a prerequisite for I don't know what that is, much something. Now maternity say 15. Oh, I want to say this. rheumatologist. I hope I said that right. Everybody show love to in maternity. Show love. So glad that you are here. Now, family, we're going to continue. You can continue to answer that. Thank you for that. Now, the main thing you got to understand, when you're focusing, you need to focus on what you're claiming. We're talking about number one, focus. You need to focus on what you're claiming. If it's a knee injury, it should fall within the 15 body systems. Which one is dealing with knee injuries? Would that be musculoskeletal conditions if you have a knee injury? Would I be right? Let us know, family. Then you need to focus on who's going to represent you. So now listen to what Neil said. I was a surgical technician in the Air Force. That's good to know. Did that help you with your claim? Who would you want to represent you, fam? Okay. Weight loss drug. Oh, that's a weight loss drug. Prerequisite for getting a weight loss drug. Okay, thank you, OT. Say yes. Orthopedic. Okay. Now, who would represent you? Good evening, everyone. Yes, indeed. So glad you're here in maternity. You graced us with your presence. Representation you need to focus on. Who are you going to use, family? I need to know. Are you going to do it yourself? Get a veteran service organization, or a lawyer? Tell me which one you're using and why. If you have a claim right now, or you plan on do a claim, are you going to use a lawyer, a veteran service organization, or any type of VSO or a credit claim? Or are you going to DIY? That means do it yourself. If you do it yourself, put DIY. Let us know. You trust yourself, and guess who you trust the less? Lawyers. Which one you trust the less? VSOs, Charlton, or lawyers? Because I know you don't like lawyers. Now, veteran service organization, veteran organization like the DAV, Disabled American Veterans, the Veteran of Foreign Wars, or American Legion. Which one would y'all do, fam? See, we talk here. Neil say, I got to 40% by myself. Come on now. That's do it yourself right there. So with those of you that think you can't do it, it can be done. Grace says, using DAV, my VSO wasn't worth the time. Okay, now, Charlton say, lawyers 100% don't trust. Wow. What if they was to represent you, Charlton, pro bono? They say to build your trust back up with lawyers, we'll take your case and won't charge you nothing. Would you take them, Charlton? Big Blue says, 50 says, just stuck my claim, just stuck using a claim agent now. Okay. Coasty said, do it yourself, do it myself, do it yourself until it gets complicated. Now, that's the key thing. Everybody show love to San Diego Marine. We've missed San Diego Marine. Glad you're here. Neil said, I tried a VSO, but they were not moving fast enough for me. I just was blessed to have a good one. San Diego Marine said, good evening to the veteran family. Everybody show love. Say, no way. You wouldn't even take a pro bono lawyer, a free. You get to keep all your back pay, Charlton. And what if the lawyer was represented by Pastor Dougie? Huh? And he's a minister like Pastor Dougie. He's a lawyer and a man of God. Do it yourself if I can. Yes, if it's not complicated. So OT say, complex claims, use a lawyer. Did you hear that, Charleston? If it get too complex, go to a lawyer. San Diego Marine say lawyers all day. Why do you use lawyers? Because we need you to help us convince or try to sway Brother Charleston. Why are lawyers beneficial, San Diego Marine? Neil say, I just put in a supplemental. Oh. Now listen to what it say. Your attorney said, VSO, if I just need a general idea of what a specific part of the C file says. Okay, so you get them to get the information. Lawyer, when dealing with more complex, specific, like aid and attendance, SMC. What about PACT Act? Would you lose a lawyer? What about the Camp Lejeune claim? You would probably have to have a lawyer, right? What about that? What else would you use a lawyer for? I've done most everything myself, though. Okay. Let's see. I can do it, but this is Grace. I can do it, but they're very good. They explain the forms, went over all my records, the process, and I feel confident, though. Okay, that's good. He say, no way. Double no way. God, dog. Charlton, how can we make you a believer again? Who hurt you, Charlton? Who hurt you? He's a lawyer. Thus far, they have not steered me wrong. If they, a VSO for the American Legion helped me get to my 100%, but we had a very strong relationship and became friends. And Grace say, yeah, San Diego miss you. Charlton say, I've gotten so tired threading bus marks from lawyers a lot. Lawyers get me my 100% PNT. Now listen, you laughing, Neil laughing. We cut up over this sometimes. Sorry about that. San Diego Marine say lawyers know the law, especially a higher level review. Now let me ask you this here. The last question, I ain't gonna beat you up on this, Charlton. Would you do Hill and Punt, who seem to have a good reputation, I think? Would you do KKC, Kirkpatrick, them? Say, this was from a denial of 100%. Oh, okay. Sometimes you need lawyers. The Service Connections says, I became very good friends with my VSO. I did too. We're friends to this day. Now listen to San Diego Marine. My lawyer got me 2 SMCs. I am SMCS and waiting on decision for SMCL. Come on. God willing, no lawyers. So even Grace not really into lawyers like that. Coaches say lawyers work hard for you, otherwise they don't get paid. Real talk. Now let's get into a family. We're having an excellent live stream. And do it yourself. Now, who right now are working on a claim, they're doing it themselves? Put DIY in the chat if you are. Not all VSOs are created equal. That's right. Who in here will use an accredited claims agent? Uh-oh, that didn't work out. Who going forward, you would do your own. You would do it yourself. Put DIY. If the next claim you do, you're working on, put DIY in the chat. Me doing it DIY. So you doing it yourself, Charlton. So are you, our brother, Neil. True OT, not equal. Man, y'all are educating out here. SMC, James say SMCL, I think many people qualify for it. Yes, indeed. Grace say San Diego through the half step. Yes, indeed. And remember what OT said, not all VSOs are created equal. You don't see one, that's why we're informing you here. If you don't see a veteran service organization that's helping you or the actual representative, you go to someone else. That's why we're informing you on what you need to do. Okay? Family, y'all better pay attention to this chat. We got knowledgeable people up in here. Let's see. I have a do-it-myself for 3 claims in step 3 now. Okay. Now listen to this. James says, for SMC claims, I think a lawyer, a claims agent, or a VSO is the way to go. Some people don't want to do the complex claims by themselves. And I understand. Now listen to what OT says. I would, but most lawyers use them too, like H&P, Hill and Punt, and CCK. Yeah, those are ones that's very visible on social media. Now, the Service Connection says, agree, OT, but the ones that return your calls and emails and actually help you get a significant increase, I have the highest respect for. Some of them won't help you unless it's going to be big payouts. They are, from what they say, they only help about 1%. They might refer you to other people, and that's cool too, I guess. Come on now, family. Who in here? I got to ask you. And I'm going to ask you in a second. Give me a minute. Y'all keep putting that in there. Give me a second. I want to make sure I got this word right. Who in here would do, and I'm putting in here accredited and non-accredited. Which one would you do? Would you do only accredited claims agents, or would you do both accredited, non-accredited claims agents? Let's see what H-Town at. Would you do just accredited? If you would only do accredited people helping you with your claim, put accredited in the chat. If you would do accredited and non-accredited, put non-accredited in the chat, meaning you would do non-accredited, and that'll mean both of them. Who in here would be, well, some people put credited, non-accredited, or both. Tell me which one you would do. Put that in the chat, family. Let me see here. San Diego Marine say VSOs are trash. Now, the Service Connection says if your evidence and claim is right, is airtight, you don't need a lawyer. Do your research. Yes, I agree. And we want to give special love to the Service Connection, that 1999 out there. Thank you. And he says, because I have to prioritize the super chat, pop over and give us a sub. H-Town will be on our show soon. Yes, indeed. I'm balling. H-Town going places. I'm going to be somebody in life. You hear what I said? Oh, let me calm down. Hold on, woosah. Huh? You think I got the big head now? My head ain't going to be able to fit this screen when I blow up. Is H-Town cutting up? Let me make sure I didn't miss some of y'all chat. See, I agree, OT. This is the Service Connection. But the ones, okay, I read that one. He say, preach at H-Town from the Service Connection. Yes, indeed. In maternity say, Hill and Punt is a good firm. So is CCK. I tried Carpenter Charter. I would not recommend them to anyone unless you get John. Okay. Let me ask you this here. Which ones have you had bad experiences with? Anybody here want to say? Let us know. Now I say, do it myself, one claim in process, and intent to file on deck. I hear you. And he said VSOs are trash from our brother here, the San Diego Marine. Now the Service Connection says, if your evidence claim is airtight, you don't need a lawyer. Okay, I think I did that. They can't help, the lawyers can't help you or the accredited claim agents unless you've been denied once. I went to the BFW and Cavett And they asked me what I want with the denial. Okay. Now let's see. Trying to catch up here. Now James says H-Town, Vet Northside, the VSO in Texas I used was horrible. Hate to hear that. They did not lift a finger to help me. Been there before to an extent with another VSO. Or they just, I ain't gonna say they didn't lift a finger, they were just confused and they just didn't follow through. I guess that's not lifting a finger. I think that most VSOs work for the government, not the veteran, where they do get paid by the government. Now, in maternity, say, I did my own do-it-yourself claim. All my claims at this point, current pursuing SMCR, already SMCL, got there myself. Respect, love to you, love to you. OT say most lawyers don't do initial claims. Real talk. They don't do them because there ain't gonna be much back pay. When you get denied, that takes about a year, 2 years. They get a lot of back pay. That ain't that they can't do it; they don't do it, huh? They could do it. They just won't be getting no back pay, and they ain't working for free. San Diego Marine said, "I'd rather pay to play all day." Come on now, credited, undercredited. Okay, they talking to each other. Agree. What is that? Agree something. Semicolon, all they can say is no, and you just keep pushing. Okay. Oh, San Diego Marine saying. Now you say accredited if going that direction. Okay, you'll use accredited. San Diego Marine say accredited lawyers. Okay. I have to go to the board. Okay. So were you using a lawyer to go to the board in maternity? Less headaches for accredited, yeah. Now, we got to say, Charles said, OT, yes, you're right. They don't smell money. Only take when it's a high level review. James says, accredited only for him. Thank you for that. Betty says, and I'm playing catch up, and I do appreciate y'all patience on everything. Betty says, good night, H-Town. Have a lovely day. See y'all Tuesday. Yes, see you. I have an appointment early in the morning for the long doctor. Everybody show love to Betty. Yes, indeed. We showing love to Betty. No pose. No pose. Good night, Betty. Yes, indeed. Now listen, we wish you well, and we'll be checking up on you. Make sure you're all right, my sister. Prayers with you. James says, in maternity, that's y'all talking. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all handle it. And the Search Connect said, I hope you feel better, Betty. OT, how about pose? OT say, I do with Veteran for Awards. Okay, Kevin. Let's see. Oh boy, y'all putting a little change. Thank y'all for the little donations in here. I ain't gonna say little, but I'm saying the blessings. I ain't gonna say little. Grace said that anything 99 cents is good because all this stuff add up and it helps. Thank you. Now, I think that the cardio, kidney, diabetes, all at the same time are difficult. That where I'm at the claims process and trying to get 100% SMC level L, like this is, would truly need to research how to file for a special money compensation. Let's see, say, get me started something here. Say, let me start something here. Let's get H-Town 199. It all adds up. I'll go first. Hey, appreciate you, whatever you're able to do. Now listen, I have no clue, so I would have DAV help. Okay. And they talking to each other. Talk to each other, I don't read it. Let it go now. I got the next one. Okay, listen. So he come out, we got to prioritize these super chats. 199 challenge all of you to help H-Town. Thank y'all. Thank you. And then Neil came through with that $1.99. OT came through with that $9.99. Thank all y'all for the blessings. We don't rank nobody. Thank y'all, everybody. Now I got to remember where I was at, family. I don't know where I'm at. Now, OT say most lawyers would try to get you the highest. Okay, yes. Let me see. Emma Turner say, I did not use a lawyer abroad. I did research how to structure my argument to the board, though. It was not difficult, and I had a strong academic background. Very helpful, my friend. And Betty says, thank you all. Thank y'all so much for the lovely gift and blessings toward the collection plate. And thank y'all for showing love to Betty. You say, thanks so much for the blessings. Yes, indeed. She was thanking Neil Step. Yes, indeed. James donated 2 here, and I thank you for the blessing. Are you thinking of helping veterans with claims? I don't do that directly no more. I used to, and I was effective with it, but it distracts me too much. I'm helping them the way I'm doing now, because it's now. Some people, now we dealing with focus, and we on number 1. Some people want to use outside the VA, unaccredited individuals, VA claim advisors. They say they can't represent you, but they can advise you. Who okay with using VA claim advisors? Huh? And that would be unaccredited people. Who would be willing to use a put in the chat VACA? That'll be VA claim advisor. Who do that? You use unaccredited person. VACA. He say never. Let us know, family. He say nope. Pay to play, baby, out there. Now, all of them may not be sharks. Nothing wrong with claim advisors. Okay, OT says. Okay, let's continue. So who say no unaccredited? No unaccredited for Grace. Now, let me ask you this here. How do veterans stay out of the money trap when they're luring you in? Some of these claim advisors or claim sharks, not all of them, but they're luring you in, say, we're going to get you 100%. We're going to get you all this back pay. But we're going to get our cut too. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with people making. Why won't you use with an unaccredited people? Watch out for the claim money trap, family. And some of these organizations, are they competing for your money? Lawyers probably compete. Do you think they're competing to get your money? Educate yourself, Neil Step say. Yes, indeed. James says, H-Town Vet Northside, the best is older vets who understand the system over random claim advisors. Come on, random claim advisors. Yes, indeed. Come on, boy. Y'all putting the work out there. We've talking about focusing, right? Who gonna help you? Because some people out there who gonna represent you. We under the first step, focus on your claim. We're in the claims process, number 1. What about them claim sharks? Huh? They can get around that law. They don't have to wait until you file your initial claim to get paid. You get denied one time. They can help you on the first claim. Come on now. Now listen to what OT say. Walk away when they asked for your login credentials. When they say they want your VA login credentials to know when you got your award, that's the only way they're going to help you. That may be a claim shark. Now, M. Maternity said, I would be open to the possibility of using someone not accredited, but they would have to prove to me some level of experience and competence I do not have. Not just promises. Oh, broken promises is what got me here. Now listen, Big Blue say I am using an accredited claim agent now. Okay. Doc Shelley say the VA will blank F you if you can, if they can. Yes, indeed. Let's talk about it. Now, the thing is, when it comes to getting outside people to help you with nexus letters or DBQs, which is disability benefit questionnaires, that if they're done outside the VA system, you're going to have to pay to get somebody to complete the form or to write the nexus letter. When does it become compromising is the question. And y'all can let us know. It can be okay to get somebody to help you. Dear vets being screwed. Yeah, that does happen. When does it become beneficial? Let's talk about it. When there's a conflict of interest. When there's a conflict, meaning the people helping with your claim also providing a doctor that does the DBQ. So they're paying the doctor who's doing the DBQ. So the doctor gonna have to do something that help them get money, the people that's paying them and themselves. So that's when it get tricky. We have 30 likes up in there. What? Family, what? Family. We got 30 likes up in here. What you say? Man, thank you. Yes, we do. Family, now listen. In maternity service connection can probably help. Yeah. Anything the VA wants is a tripwire. You got to be careful. Yes, indeed. Now listen. We got to watch the conflict of interest. You hear me? One thing is a red flag you dealing with a shady company if their DBQs is copy and paste, meaning what? That if you get your DBQ and line it up with another veteran's DBQ, it looks like the same thing. And the VA picks up on that. Cookie cutter. Now, I was with Gideon Law that was able to help me out. I like the knowledge that Gideon Law put out. Watch for the copy and paste DBQs. If they're doing a generic and it doesn't fit your symptoms, you better watch out. I was with Gideon Law and was able to help me. Okay. I used to work for the VA. They blank. Okay. Yes, indeed. Now, family. Let's continue. One size fit all. Have you ever run into anyone that they try to use the one size fits all thing with you? I want you to put this in the chat if you've ever did with a group that did one size fits all. They say your claim, I can help with yours because your claim is, and they do it the same way everybody else. They try to solve it the same way, throw a whole bunch of stuff at it. Put that on there. Give me a second. I have to step away for a second, fam. Be nice in the chat and I'll be right back. Thank y'all for y'all patience, family. So let's see what y'all got going on here. Okay. Come up with more creative language, Doc Shelley. You ain't got to just curse them out. Come up with something else. We got you. Now listen, Grace said, I do look up most recent DBQs for each condition and tie my evidence to it. Yeah, as long as it ain't cook color, you can. Say, so let's clean the language up there, Doc Shelley. Grace say, I look up to, okay, I think I read that. Okay. Let me see where I'm at here. Now listen, the Service Connection said our company does Nexus Level and they are not copy and paste. They all done by doctors. If your claim is sufficient and you have to have it in your service treatment records, they work very well. The VA can spell copy and paste. Yes, indeed. That is a problem. Okay. Now look, OT says, yes, lawyers would have care of an informal conference for an high-level review. They speak the VA language. All right. Let's see what we got. It's where they earn their keep. Okay. Grace says, and the Service Connection, you are on YouTube. Okay. All right, let's see. I would do an informal conference with my VSR. Okay. All right, family. Oh, we caught up. Now let's get to it. I'd read up on the VA SRD VARS, Bruce. Okay, now let's continue. Thank you for your patience, family. Let me ask you, I want y'all to be honest now, fam. The one thing you need to do when you're focusing is be signed up with the VA. Who in here, have you, anybody in here that's not signed up with the VA healthcare? Or you can just, if you if you sign up with the VA healthcare, put VHA. If you sign up and you go to the VA hospital. If you don't, okay, in maternity. Oh, thank you, in maternity. Say $20. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, in maternity. We trying. Yes, indeed. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. And I'm thanking the super chat. I don't know the difference between that. If you're signed up, I need to know if you're signed up. If not, say no. Who in here? You need, this is important because they can get your records for your claims easy. Focus on what you need to do. This is a key step that many people, if you're signed up with the Veteran Healthcare Administration, put in there. H-Town is signed up with the VHA, the Veteran Healthcare Administration. So is, oh, I said that one. Charleston is signed up with the VA healthcare system. Coast is signed up with the VA Healthcare Administration. OT is signed up with the VA Healthcare Administration. Jimmy L. Moore signed up with the VA Healthcare Administration. So is Grace signed up with the VA Healthcare Administration. And 66 is signed up with the VA Healthcare Administration. Now let's continue. Another thing you need to focus on, what type of claim are you filing? Yes, indeed. Well, right now, Service Connection, we're not going to be advertising on the channel now, bro. Don't be sending people away. I appreciate you, but let's not do that in the chat, okay? Because if you do it, I like it, let everybody else do it, all right? Let's not send people away from the channel. So I appreciate it. Y'all know about the channel. Offline, y'all can communicate about it, but not in my chat, all right? Thank you. Now listen, OT says there are more records with the VHA. You're not got to better your claims would be. And we're going to be going over that real soon, and we'll talk about that, but we want to stay on topic. Now listen, what type of claim are you filing? a claim for a pre-existing condition, that would be aggravation. You had flat feet before you went in the military. Or would it be causation, service-connected condition, meaning it happened in your military service, wasn't aggravated by your military? Say, oh, you good, sister? No, there ain't no problem. We good, but we can't, because other people come here, they'll be doing all kind of deals. I know y'all, but other people coming here, will you let them do it? So yeah, because we already communicate and acknowledge my brother. But if you're gonna do that, y'all got to get together outside. Just say, hey, I'll catch you. I'll catch you. I'll catch you. We'll talk later. Just something like that. Now listen. That's how we keep everything straight. Now, church lady, aka Bionic Woman, says, "Good evening, Mr. H-Town vet and veteran family. Welcome to all newcomers. Hope everyone is enjoying the World Cup soccer game." Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some of them. Everybody show love to us. They say yes, but make paper copies related to your claim, as VHA lose a lot of records. Yeah, please get your paper copies so you can keep important records. I am in the VA healthcare system. Okay, so a lot of y'all are in the VA healthcare system. Now, you remember, you need to do another thing. You need to focus when you file your claim. If it's a flat foot pre-existing, you need to file for aggravation. Any condition that you had before you joined the military, and when you were joining, they documented you had it, but let you in anyway, and your military service made it worse, that's aggravation on a pre-existing condition. Listen, if that condition, you didn't have it before you were in the military, or it happened and they didn't document it before you joined, that would be service-connected condition caused by your military service. Causation. Are we making sense? Are you listening to me? Now, Charlton say, "Hey, Bionic Woman, Betty, Bobs, let's get lung exam tomorrow." Yes. She left to get a lung exam. Yeah, we praying for her. Neil said, "Claim sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. This is secondary denial." Second denial. Wow. This is wild. Well, we talk about secondary claims too. We glad that y'all here. So now this is the way it works, fam. And I thank y'all for everything. And I appreciate you, Service Connection, and our sister Grace. Y'all understand where I'm coming from, because we all want to be on the same page. Now listen, the service connection based on aggravation, it requires a pre-existing condition prior to military service that they documented. If they didn't document it, that's on them. Okay, that's on the VA. I mean, that's on the U.S. government, the U.S. military at the MEP station if they didn't catch it. Okay? All right? You may not know that you had the condition. So it's going to be covered under service connection. Now listen, next, military service worsened the pre-existing condition. So you got a condition, but your military service made it worse. You had flat feet, but military made it worse, being in them boots. Evidence of worsening of the pre-existing condition beyond natural progression of the illness, mean your condition increased how bad it got. They're going to pay you for the what? The progression outside the normal progression of the disease. They're going to pay you for how bad your military service made it. But if it was already going to be like that, they said, nah, we ain't going to pay you for that. Hope I ain't confused, y'all. Let's talk. And go over to the VA and get your problems list. If you got your problems list, this is a list of everything in the VA hospital that you're getting treated for. Some of them may be service connected, some may not be. Who in here have heard of the problems list? Put Y in the chat if you have. Put N in the chat if you've never heard of a problems list. Put that in the chat, fam. Let's do it. If you've heard of a problems list that you get from records and of release, right? Put Y in the chat if you heard of it. Jamel Moore's heard of it. Put N in the chat if you haven't heard of it. And it's a list of all the conditions that you're getting treated for at the VA hospital. Some of your service-connected conditions may not be on there, but you need to make sure they are. Put a Y in the chat if it's service-connected, okay? I mean, a Y in the chat if you know what a problems list is. If you don't, put an N in the chat. OT66 Love know what it is. Jimmy Elmore know what it is. OT know what it is. No, Charlton know what it is. Grace said no. So a problems list is a list of conditions that you're getting treated for at the VA. Some of those conditions, listen to me. You see it's a code next to everyone. It could be type 2 diabetes. It could be shoulder pain. It could be major depressive disorder or MDD. It could be rehabilitation through voc rehab. That's be on there too. I don't know why they put it on there, but they do. PTSD, depressive disorder, sleep apnea. And you going around looking for a diagnosis so you can claim it. It's on your problems list. You can use your problem list to claim it because you already been formally diagnosed, and they tell you the date you was diagnosed, and they have a number next to it, an ICD number. Come on now. Go. What I'm saying to you, Grace, what I'm saying to you, Neil, go to the VA and get your problems list. It's a list of everything you're diagnosed with at the VA hospital, and you may be able to claim some of that. Maternity says, dang, H-Town, I never heard anyone talk about the problems list. Great stuff, brother. I've been yelling this because ain't nobody else telling it. See, y'all start doing them donations. I start giving up all the secrets. H-Town gonna tell on itself. No, but we've been talking about this for years, but that's why it's important. Every content creator that helps veterans can't cover the same thing. So I try to cover the things that everybody don't get to cover because they're helping veterans all day. See, and that's why I try to help y'all from an informative perspective. Because if I do all day helping veterans with their claim, that's going to take away from me educating the masses. And that's my profession, an educator. Before I couldn't work no more. Now listen, Grace says, so I got to go to records and release and ask for your problems list. It'll be 1 or 2 pages, and you're going to look over. This is powerful document here. This is a powerful document because you can go to the VA and say, oh, I already got one part of filing for my claim right here. And you can use it as part of your evidence. Blue button, Grace. OT just told you. Because, you know, I don't know too much technology. Family, that's why I say come back and tell other people about the channel so we can all be blessed and educated. Now, Grace, H-Town, is that available for those active duty too? Some that go over to the VA and get health, they can go to the military hospitals and get their documentation of any diagnosis. And if they went to the VA hospital, because as veteran, as active duty military, you tell them to go to the VA hospital too before they get out. So stuff can get documented already. See, H-Town, and let's say they don't want to help you. See, H-Town gonna tell you stuff that ain't nobody else gonna tell you. Can I come up on the screen? Listen to me. If you active duty and the doctors ain't talking right at the military hospital, you go outside to a private doctor and get your diagnosis, treatment, and help. And that's going to be evidence of in-service diagnosis of a condition. That could be sleep apnea. Come on now. It's H-Town breaking it down. You ain't got to wait to go before a board. Listen, Charlton say, I got y'all cutting up in the chat now. I'm cutting up. I apologize. Charlton say, like I said, keep the paper VA exam. Please keep it. VA loses the list over years. Come on now. OT says, go and download your VA records through the blue button option. Yes, and I'm going to be going over when I get that developed. Y'all send me wonderful information on that on blue button. We're going to do a live stream on that. Grace said, OT, blue button, SMH, log in with My Healthy Vet. ID crap. Yeah, it's in there. So yeah, maternity say, get My Healthy Vet, blue button report. Okay. See, family, and get your problems list through there. I have access to the medical records and notes on the VA app. Somebody sent me the link and I got to sign up for it. Church lady say, can you get the problems list online through the blue button, what they saying? And let me ask you this here. Neil, can you get it through the VA app? Can you get your problems list? It's possible. You say, because you don't have it. Active duty, ask it from your medical corpsman. Yes, indeed. Somebody like that. Grace say, just going to the VA and getting everything Wednesday, get all my ish. Listen, come on now. They speaking. Oh, let me get this up there. Family, I ain't mean to take y'all off the line here. We making this thing here. OT, I'll make sure son gets it. He is. Okay, make sure your son get his. Yes, indeed. I also have access to my medical records and notes on the ID Me. Look for your problems list. And you say yes. There are specific buttons on the blue button. OT, can you get the problems list? Where do they have to look for it on blue button? If you know right offhand. You really can't get it from the app. You need to be on a PC. Oh, okay. You got it. It's more of a website kind of thing. Okay. Man, y'all educate me on stuff. That's why I asked. Now, fam, let us continue. You need to focus on what type of claim you're trying to file. Are you trying to file a claim for direct service connection? Meaning that's when you have that nexus letter and you having something that injury happened and you connecting it to your military service. Presumptive, like PACT Act, a reopen claim because you let the appeal date pass by, you filing for an increase. Was there a hospital injury or death? If it was an injury, the veteran can file a claim. If it's a death, the veteran passes away because of the medical malpractice, the family can file a claim. It was a decision error, conflict in opinions, law change, DIC death benefits, and secondary claims. Watch our video on the different types of claims. Now, dealing with secondary claims, all right? So you need to focus on what kind of claim you file. Say, yes, H-Town and Charleston OT not allowing my son losing this documentation. Get it and make sure you have a copy at your house. Now, secondary claim. So if you have PTSD, it could cause sleep apnea, heart failure, confirmed from the sleep apnea, a chronic fatigue, and irritable bowel syndrome. So secondary conditions, you might have a higher rating for a secondary condition than your primary condition, this being PTSD in this situation. Man, you can get some of your doctor notes from the app button, but the list of problems, not the list of problems. So the problems you can't get. Family, that's why we talk. Y'all got to come over here because we putting out this information. And you might be you might want to focus on filing for an increase. All right. So if you focus on filing for an increase, you need to know where you at. Are you in the low range, moderate range, high range? Or are you already at the total range and you filing for SMC, special monthly compensation because you're 100%. Now listen to what our brother says here, the service connection. We need to do a podcast on DIC some night here. Okay. Yes, we do. Protect your loved ones. Yes, indeed. We're going to do that. Yes, indeed. We'll do that and you can come up. Now, Charlton say, Grace, don't rely on your DD-214. It's only list of last commands. And it didn't put all my places I was at. Need good nexus for obstructive sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. So you need a very good nexus letter. Okay. Now, family, you need to know what range you at and what range you're trying to get to. And does the evidence and the rating criteria back up you getting a high rating? Come on now, let's talk about it. Now we're going to number 2. We talked about focus. Boy, that took us an hour and something, didn't it? Now we're going to talk about the evidence. It should be slow. Focusing on what you need to do. If you get the first step wrong on focusing, that's going to mess up everything coming after that. The foundation is important, and focusing on what you're claiming, who's helping you claiming, the type of claim you're filing. All of this is important. Because if you don't get that first step right, I got 50% for obstructive sleep apnea with sleep app. Wow. A lot of people have trouble. So now we're going to number 2, family. And what is number 2? The evidence. Is your evidence straight? Is your paperwork dirty? Do you have the clear evidence? Do you have gaps in your evidence? So this is the second thing in the VA claims process from start to finish. This is step 2. First one is what? Focusing on what you're claiming and who's going to help you with that claim. Come on now. Second one is evidence, collecting your evidence. Try to get your full medical record, including, listen to me, in-service treatment records, STRs, VHA medical records, the VA Healthcare Administration medical records, and private medical records outside the VA. Did I cover them all? That's evidence. Then look at your personnel file. What was your job? Tell us what your job was in the military. Come on now. VA healthcare records evidence. Yes. Come on now, OT. Thank you for putting it in right. Charlton say, see, H-Town lawyers don't know military procedures. No, that's where they mess up at. Now, the next important place for evidence is your job. Tell me what your job was in the military. And if you had unofficial jobs, that count too. So I'm going to tell you all my jobs in the military, which is called what, your MOS. Your jobs in the military. What was your MOS? A job in the military. What was your MOS? A job? Like 88 Mike, you can give the number and the name of what it was. Sharing this video, H-Town. Hey, Grace, let me tell you, it ain't, they say it's just the slides that people interested in. It's the information. H-Town been doing this for the longest. BT, barely trainable. I'll tell you out of control. Oh, Lord. My job was skate. Y'all are characters. OT, I seen all notes and everything in my blue button. You need to look for a C file to get what you need, you qualify for. Yes. Technical surgeon. Okay. What was your job? I was a tanker. I drove tanks. I drove and did all the stuff on tank. And I was a truck driver. The tanker was 19 kilo. The truck driver was 88 Mike and 77 Foxtrot, because I drove fuel and cargo HEMTTs. Now that's my job in the military. So your job is important. All skates, yes indeed. Come on, what was your MOS? Let us know if you want to. Now listen, that's your military occupational specialty, or your MOS, your JOB in the military. This can be an important place for evidence. So you was an equipment operator. Jimmy Elmore was an equipment operator. What was your job in the military? We got Neil say surgical technician. Very good job. Were you able to translate that out into the civilian world? I couldn't translate the tank out into the civilian world. I would have loved to. But the HEMTT's similar to that truck you see with them rockets on it that right next to the tank. What was your MOS? This is an important place for your benefit. For you filing service. Let's say you were a paratrooper. All right, that's your MOS. I don't know the code for a paratrooper. So church lady was supplied. Yes, indeed. That's a critical place, because what if you were washing stuff that had chemicals on it? Some of the things that you use. The service connection say 12 Bravo, combat engineer, 4th worst, most dangerous job in the military, in the Army. Yes, indeed. Because y'all were always putting up stuff ahead of time, and that's very dangerous. Thank you for your service, sir. Yes, for a few years. Oh, you didn't do it much. Now listen to what our brother said. You need to see what your complaint about a complaint about is in your STRs, military service treatment records, and DD 214. Would you do the rest with the VHA records? Okay. Come on now. So let's say you're a paratrooper and you jump out of perfectly flying airplanes, and either in an exercise or in combat mission, you get injured. Okay? Listen. So that injury, that ankle, let's say it was an ankle, foot injury, ankle, that's service connection because it happened. But you got to have current diagnosis and treatment. It ain't enough that even if they show in your records that it happened and it's service connected, you need to show current treatment, how it's affecting you now. Come on now. And that go for any other condition you got. So you need to organize your evidence. We're on number 2, evidence. Evidence could be your personnel file. Evidence can be all type of medical records, your STRs, service treatment records in the military, your VHA records, and your private medical records. You be careful with them private medical records. You better give them only the information that will help with your claim, because the VA can go in there and find something else if you give them access to all of them and say, oh, yeah, we found something that contradictory. You was in a truck wreck in 1987 and your back condition, that made it worse, not your military service. You be careful what you give them. You give them only the necessary information. You don't say, hey, VA, just go in there and start picking everything you want to get from your private records. You be strategic with this thing. Did you hear what H-Town said? Did you hear me? Now tell me if you heard me. Now, with your in-service records, they got access to all that. When it comes to your VA records, they have access to all that. But your private records, you better be careful. What if the doctor misspoke? And then the VA said, oh, we got evidence not in support of your claim, but that's in contradiction to your claim. So we're going to reduce you. We saw evidence of improvement in your private medical records. I use my STRs and VA records after service to get rated. Yes, indeed. Continuity of symptoms. So this is the problem. I got a friend. He ended up having to get a lawyer. He got about 4 things that show the VA denied his claim, and it shows that he's directly service connected, but he doesn't have a continuation of symptoms, a continuity of symptoms, meaning he's not getting treatment for him now. It's just like he got cured when he get out because he didn't get no treatment. Now he's getting the treatment. It ain't enough for it to be service connected. It's how it's affecting you now. How is affecting you now? Very careful. Oh, Grace said the same thing I said. Wow, I'm copying you, Grace. I heard you, Mr. H-Town vet. Okay. I'm yelling it because ain't nobody else telling it. Organize your evidence. Organize. You touch everything before it goes directly to the VA, if it's under your control. Get that evidence and set it out and have your target of what you're trying to get. Are you trying to get 100%? Or you got trying to get 50% for migraines, the highest rating you can get? Let's organize your evidence. Don't just give them a whole bunch of stuff. Now, here's the tricky part. If you're going to be, I want y'all to listen to me. If you're going to be getting an unaccredited claims company to help you with your claim, how are they going to have access to your private medical records? Only somebody like, I think lawyers may be able to get access through you, but that's real particular. And I think you can send them to your VSO. How that work? Let me know. Private doctor contradiction on SNAP. Oh, SNAP. Yes. If that private doctor don't understand and be trying to help you and do something, if they fill out a DBQ, you look over it before you submit it. And if it's not in your benefit, don't submit it. You heard what I said. If it's contradictory to what you know to be true, don't turn that in. I would get a lawyer if they try and reduce. Oh, I got you. That's a good one now. So make sure that you got your private, this is evidence. You're, like we said, records of release. Go get your problems list and all your other relevant records and get your doctor notes every time you go see the doctor, mental health or physical, and see what they're saying about you. Did you hear, H-Town? Now, who get their medical records electronically? And I want you to put EMR in the chat for electronic medical records. Who get their medical records electronically? Put EMR in the chat for electronic medical records. Oh, look who in the house. Rainbow, everybody show love. Now, here's the reference. OT is the man here. Let me get my water. My niece gave me her refrigerator from college. So now I'm living high on the hog. I got a refrigerator in here. I'm telling too much information. Now listen, OT says this. Okay, and family, y'all, this the knowledge that my family been listening. I appreciate y'all being here. We've been breaking this down. Look what OT says. 3.303B and 3.309 chronic conditions can be rated even after 20 years or 40 years out of service. That's how I got my P&T with the help of my lawyer. Yeah, I got out in 92. It wasn't to 2007 that I got diagnosed with PTSD. Huh? Who has their electronic medical records? If you don't get them, Rainbow got his. Mr. Neal got his. A lot of people don't. I don't have mine. I don't have mine. Now listen to what the Service Connection said. I'm at 93%. They filled out migraine DBQ wrong and rated me 30%. I should have been 50%. Now, if you'd been 50%, you've been a lot closer. I don't know if you'd have made it to over 95%, but you've been a lot closer. I have all the documentation going now, supplemental now. Okay. And I check my electronic medical records after every visit with the doctor. Please be on. This is your job now, family. So Mr. Neal has his records. That's right. Now listen to what Grace says. So I never gave permission to doctors to see my records from the VA, but they see a lot of my stuff now. What? Now I'm talking about they're gonna see it from the VA. I'm talking about private doctors. They can't get access to your private records unless you give them. You go get them yourself and hand them to them. Looking like a high level review. Okay. Everybody showing love. The Rainbow in the house. Mine was rated 44 years later. Wow. That's amazing. That's a long time, bro. Let's see. I got GPT, I guess ChatGPT out of iGPT out in 1990. Finally got my P&T in 2022. Family, say talking about FOIA. That's FOIA request, Freedom of Information. I'm still waiting on one 10 years later. Freedom of Information Act. Some people work real good. Family, we caught up. Don't believe your CNP and matter. Let's talk now. Electronic file. Let's continue, family. We under evidence. Who knew that side effects from medications? Okay, let's say prior to me telling you, who knew that you could get service connection, secondary service connection, if the medicine you take for a service connected disability is causing side effects that's affecting you. Huh? Yes, you can. That can be a secondary condition because the medicine, like erectile dysfunction. Huh? The soldiers just won't salute. Now listen, Neil say, I got out in 83 and got diagnosed with PTSD a year ago. Wow. So it's possible. See, family, don't you get discouraged. It can be done. Grace said, H-Town, they do have some of my information. I do not give permission for any information from the VA to any of my private doctors. Yeah. Now you can give your private doctors your stuff from the VA. You just be selective and all that, really. I found that out the hard way. Wow. Hate to hear that. OT say, talking to Neil. I have my C file. Okay. Yeah, yes, you can get, and it taking the side effects. Put that in your claim, and you might want to show that to that doctor at the CMP exam. Another thing is evidence. You had to go to the emergency room for your condition that you're claiming, or you're claiming an increased severity. If you listen to me, so if you had to go in because of your service-connected condition, tell them. If they don't ask you, you tell them how many times you went into the emergency room for your condition. They can't deny that. And if they don't put it on the chart, you tell the VA, no, they didn't. I told the CMP doctor, the compensation and pension doctor, to put what happened. They didn't document it. I currently see my VA therapist. Okay. If the VACC in Communicare Network, the VA still. Okay, now listen. Every emergency room visit, because they have that on, they put that on the chart on mine. He went to the emergency room, or he didn't go to the emergency room. That's important because that's showing that your condition is so severe that you have to go to the emergency room. Come on, let's talk about it. If you get hospitalized for a physical condition or mental health condition, family, we breaking it down here. If you get hospitalized, that is evidence. If you have to go from one facility to another facility because they can't treat you at the VA because your condition is so severe and your psychological condition is so bad, that is more evidence. You hear me? My water is ice water. I love it like this. That's how my grandma drank her water. Now listen. Okay, let me see. We got it. The service connection say CMP will tell you that they saw everything. Do not believe them. So if you're going over interview and they don't talk about something, you say, hey, doctor, I got something I want to tell you. Wait till they get through. Say, doctor, before you leave the room, say, I got something to tell you. This is bothering me. This happened. This is in my record. Get it on out the way right then. So that's a verbal record that you stated in. If they don't write it down, so that'll make them want to go back and look for it if they missed it, because they human too now. Do not believe them. I found 6 different things that they never saw. So do not believe them. And if you do not, do your own research. That's what we come here for. Do our own research. Grace say, OT, that is CNN for information records. Yes, indeed. Y'all know I ain't good with abbreviation. Now listen, and if you're hospitalized for 21 days or more, are you listening to me? Like you had surgery, you automatically gonna put you 100%. That's a temporary 100%. If you hospitalized for mental health, what did I tell y'all? If you hospitalized for at least, did I tell y'all 6 months in a mental health hospital, they're gonna give you 100% for a year. That's temporary 100%. You bet in that time you're gonna get it, fight for it to be you're gonna get your evidence when you get out the psychiatric or VA hospital mental health ward. You're gonna fight to get it 100% permanent total. Anybody spend 6 months in a half a year in a mental health facility, they have severe chronic mental health condition, in my opinion, but I'm not a medical specialist. So refer to one. Thank you. Now let's say service connection say, if you get hospitalized, call community care or you'll get a larger bill. You have 72 hours. Okay, yeah, if you get hospital outside the VA, you got 72 hours to respond. I want to see what's the CNN? I don't know what that means, y'all. Information that the VA has now. How do I get it? I don't know what that is. See, y'all know I ain't good with abbreviation. Oh, so he's talking to her. He's breaking it down. Charlton say OT was diagnosed with PTSD by the VA in 1999. Therapist said, I don't have PTSD. At VA, same year, no follow-up. So I am filing currently kept paperwork, got Service Connection Nexus, NTSB report while active. Okay. Will help print it. Yeah. Let them know. Give them the information. Oh, Community Care Network. I forgot. I said it earlier and forgot. Y'all know how my memory go bad. I got memory of the family. Now listen. You said, waste time. How you educating people? Because it's on the slide. I put the slide together and I don't forget certain things. Y'all know I forget the questions I ask y'all. Now, this is what you need from these doctors. Their medical opinion is critical. Plus your medical evidence and their opinion of the medical evidence. That's what makes the full evaluation. That H-Town just tied together. The medical opinion refers to a medical professional statement of findings. So if it's a neurologist, you want their statement of findings. If it's a cardiologist, you want their statement of findings. If it's a psychiatrist or psychologist, you want their statement of findings. What they found will be used as weight because they are what? They are what? A medical expert opinion. Come on, let's talk about it. The medical opinion refers to a medical professional statement of findings and views which may be based on review of claimants' medical records or personal examination of the claimant or both. So we just went over focusing. Now we on number 2, the evidence. A medical opinion is evidence, fam. Did you hear me? Problem list is very important. Yes, indeed. Check your problems list. We talked about that earlier. Go over to the VA hospital, VHA system. Those of you just coming in, get your problems list. It's a list of everything that you're diagnosed with at the VA hospital. And if they don't have something on your problems list that you are diagnosed with, you get on their case about it. Rainbow says, amen. Do our own research. And I have realized that I am the main part of my medical care. The doctors, nurses, and all the healthcare specialists are part of my team for me. That's right. That's why they call it a healthcare team. Life works better when you are informed. See, the people perish because of a lack of knowledge. That's what the Bible says. Guess what they else perish for? The people don't get benefits because of a lack of knowledge too. Is that all right? Now, Rainbow says, I just got my full Community Care Network records. So you can get your records from Community Care too. From the EMR, Electronic Medical Records, about an hour ago. So now I learned something new too. Y'all teaching H-Town. So you can get your electronic medical records for Community Care and use them as part of your claim. Make sure it's updated problems list. Look at everything on your problems list and make sure that it's updated. If you have something, just add it. Now listen, OT say, remember it takes them a minute to add it on there, but you stay on them about it. Remember, only a VA shrink or psychiatrist can give you a DX, is that medication, from the VA rating purposes. I don't know what is a DX. Tell me what a DX is. This is a new rule that came out about a year ago. So I didn't know about that. Let me know. For PTSD, Sparky, our problems list from the VA also has the SMC code number that refers to the DBQ. And all DBQs that you have done, make sure I have a copy of all mine. I think I got at least 3 or 4 of them. Let's talk about it, family. So that doctor looks over your ankle and he comes up with a what? So let me say it again. Refer to all medical professional statement of findings, views, which may be based on views of the claimant's medical records or personal examination of the claimant or both. And when they do their full report, that's called an evaluation. The examination is what you go into. What the doctor submits or the professional submits to the VA, that's the full evaluation. The VA, okay. OT, that's what CMP exam gave the PTSD diagnosis at 30%. Yes, indeed. Let's continue, family. We're on the claims process here. Now we're going to the third part of the claims process. Family, I'm sorry that it's taking long, but we got to go through this thing. This is worth it. Part 3, dealing with the law, family, of the VA claims process. We've already went over number 1. We started off by focusing on what you're claiming, on who's going to help you with your claim. Number 2, your evidence, whether that be medical records, personnel records. Are we talking about it? Number 3, you need to back that thing up with VA law. When I say back it up, back that thing up, I'm not talking about the song by Juvenile. You understand? Shout out to my Louisiana brother. You listen to me. Stand by, get the path for you now. Yes, indeed. Say OT, therapist. Okay. Yes, examiner works with the VA under contract. Now listen, number 3, yeah, they're under contract, the CMP examiner. The third thing is to get your claim approved, you need evidence that's backed up by VA law. So the third thing we're talking about is VA law. We ain't gonna go into too much. We're gonna make it simple here, because that could be a rabbit hole. VA law is the third part of the claim process. See, it'll mess up the whole flow when you focus and have your evidence, and now you need the VA law that backs up your evidence. You can't put in a proper request if you don't have that evidence. Good night, brother. Good night. We're gonna see you. Hope to see you again. Go ahead and subscribe if this information has been informed. We want so you can get them notifications. You see how each time slip that in. Now the service connection said, I need to get out of here. I have a big weekend, great conversation, and a good crowd. See y'all next time. Good night. Yes, indeed. Because whoever can stay here, some coming in late. Okay, family, give me a second. Y'all know H-Town hand can't do nothing right. Okay, now we on that VA law, fam. Are we gonna do this? Now, VA law, family, this is the third one. That's the Federal Veteran Laws, Rules, and Regulations. That's the overall book. Yes, indeed. That's the overall book. 38 CFR is the law, correct? Yes, but that's not necessarily what the VA go by on a day-to-day practice. I like that you said that. Yes, that's the law. I use the law to win my claim. However, the VA has certain practices that they go by on a day basis called the M21-1 manual. So some stuff that may be in the law book may not be in the M21 manual because that's updated on a daily basis. Did you hear what I'm saying? Hold on, fam. I ain't got time to play. I don't want nobody to think I'm playing. We're going to handle this here. Let me get to it first. For example, here's the law right here. Are you listening to me? Now, you had an ankle injury. Say, yes, Neil, and the M21. Yes, but VA has their own interpretation, the M21-1, what they use. So you got to make sure you handle it. And the M21 might have a different take on the condition that the 38 CFR has. So let's say your ankle injury rating. That's pretty straightforward. Yes, that's why we're here. You say, okay, cool. The limitations of motions of your ankle, that ankle injury from parachuting, right? You could get moderate, 10%, marked, 20%. So you can't get no more than a 20% rating for that ankle injury. So some idiot telling you you can get 100% guaranteed for ankle injury. That's a lie. You can get 80% guaranteed for migraines. No, the highest you can get is 50%. Say roll the dice. I say just throw the dice. What you got is low to lose. Yeah, what you got to lose. There you go. Now listen. So this is the law. 38 CFR 4.71A DC 5271. There's a law, a rule, a regulation for all your conditions. Did you hear me? That's in the 38 CFR. But let's talk about this M21 manual. So we not just dealing with laws, which that's what the regulation, but we do, and regulation. We talking about the day-to-day practice rules that's handled under something else. So listen. So most of the laws and regulations cover in 38 CFR, the book we just showed you the image of. But the day-to-day rules, the way the VA operates, is covered under the M21 manual. That's the VA Rater's Handbook. This is the book that they do every day. They don't walk around with that 38 CFR all day in their hand. They have a book at the regional office where they can handle it. It worked back then. They got AI nowadays. And I say, you can get 100% screwed over by Poop House, VA lawyers, and also so-called expert. Yes, indeed. Now we want to let me pull this up. I'm gonna pull it up for example, so you can understand. They update VA law not necessarily all the time, but they update the M21 manual. They had a change in VA law, and guess what happened? The Secretary of the VA changed the M21 manual to make the new law obsolete. Didn't we go over that? Didn't Rater go over that? Come on, let's talk about it. So they can use let's see right here, found M21 manual. Here's the update. When is the last time they updated? On the 26th of what? Of this month. So while the law don't get updated that fast, the M21 manual that they use, they're influencing us. And what's the last update they had? Let's see what they're talking about here. I don't know what this is. Update on Social Security Administration inquiry function. So they always updating the M21-1 manual. Did you hear me? This is on the VA website here now. You hear me? So family, there's always something going on. Let's get back to what we're doing. So that M21 manual is what the Raters go over on the daily. Say VA M21 manual, VBA 38 CFR. Did you hear it? VHA 31 CFR. Oh, the Board of Veteran Appeals. My fault. That's right. So basically, the VA regional offices go by the M21-1, but when you get to the Board of Veteran Appeals, they dealing with the 38 CFR. Ain't that crazy? So they're rating you based on different information. It's supposed to be similar, but it can be contradictory at times. Now listen, say in the Army language, 38 CFR is the AR, and the M21 manual is the DA PAM. Both can be used to either help you or screw you. So we are doing what we need to help to get educated. Yes, that's why we get educated, so you don't get caught in the middle playing second fiddle. Now listen, OT says they can help update the M21-1 once you file an appeal through the VBA. They will still follow the 38 CFR to the letter. Yes, so that's why you have to have that as backup. Let's talk about it, because nothing's supposed to contradict the 38 CFR, the law. Oh, family, we done with that. Now we on the next one. Now we talking about submitting a claim. So you need, before you submit a claim, the first thing you need to do is focus on what you're claiming. First thing you need to do is file a intent to file. you need to say, if I want to poke the bear now, and you need to file, what is it on aggravation or causation? What is it on? Okay, so focus, get your evidence together, organize your evidence. Number 3, get the VA law that backs up your evidence. Now you should be ready to submit. So the 4th thing we're talking about is submitting your claim. Let's talk about it. How do you submit your claim? Oh, Lord. Let me get this here. Fam, tell me how you submit your claim. How do you submit your claim? Do you submit it online? Do e-benefits or something like that? How do you submit your claim? Let us know, how do you submit your claim? Jason then say how's it going to take a rater to issue on a decision? Yes, indeed. Everybody show love to Jason. And that's his name. He got many on there, but that's Jason. How do you submit your claim? Online, in person. And if it's in person, put IP for in person. How do you? I submit mine in person. I don't like no online stuff. OT does it online. How do you submit your claims? Mine is in person, or you can put online, the word online. Let us know. So this is the 4th things in the step is submitting your claim. Rainbow submits theirs online. Come on now, family. Who's going to bring you the scholarship and the quality of slides? Don't we do it? Come on now. Now, they be telling you, well, don't submit one claim at a time. Don't submit all your disabilities at once. People submit them all. What you going to wait and miss the back pay for? Submit now, in my opinion. Who say submit now or wait on some claims? Put submit or wait. Now, you should have your intent to file. If you got all the evidence ready, submit now. Submit now or wait. What do y'all say? Submit everything at one time or wait on something? Submit now or wait. Jimmy Elmore does it in person. Rainbow does it online. Now listen, not many channels discuss the difference between the M21 manual versus 38 CFR, the CFR manual. This is a great channel because it covers what others don't. That's my whole goal, because we got to help fill in the gaps, because they're covering things that I don't cover, but I'm trying to get more thorough. This is a great, okay, I said that I feel like we need more channels that do step-by-step tutorials. Let's understand something. People ain't got time. They trying to get that paper real quick, or they just that whatever their motivation is. I gotta give you the right stuff. How do you do it in person? You go up, Grace, with your claim. You go up to the regional office, get a stamped copy, and we're about to show you that in a minute. You get a stamped copy of what you submitted. All right? Submit now. So who say submit now or submit later? Which one y'all say, submit now or submit later? Online for OT, accredited VSO. Submit through a VSO. Okay. I don't trust that all the way. Sometimes I go back and after they submit, I submit it too. What if they didn't submit it? If they make a mistake, what if your lawyer don't submit it? I've seen them situations. Guess what? You lose your back pay. I submitted too. I say, give me a copy of what you submitted. And I submit a copy. You don't be, I don't wait on nobody, because you can't tell a VA, oh, it's my lawyer's fault. It's my VSO's fault. Am I lying about this or telling the truth? Oh, Charlton, I'm sorry. Charlton right here says, submit the simple ones first. It strains on your process like poker raising slow. Now you submit all of them, I think. If you got everything together. If you ain't got to submit all of them, especially if you have an intent to file, you submit all of them on the same form on the same day, because if you submit them separately, the intent to file is only going to cover the one you submitted that's dated first. Watch the trick bag. You have to, And you can't do but one intent to file. So you have all these conditions, but you submitted them same day on different paperwork. That'll mess you up. Rainbow say, after listening to Raider, I will submit only 5 maximum at a time, but I am doing to submit a metric poop ton of 5 claims at a time. I'm gonna do as many as I can, but I respect what y'all gangster. I'm gonna submit all mine. I ain't missing no back pay. I ain't in no rush. Roanoke, you are telling the truth. Okay, yeah. I ain't missing no back pay. Hey, that means not submitting them, they gonna do it faster. We done with the VA. But that's my opinion. Let's talk about it. Now listen, if you're filing for an increase, fam, you're submitting a claim for an increase, you got to do it on a certain form. You got to make sure what you're filing for. You have to show increased severity in your condition. And there should be evidence based on medical records, a doctor's report, something that shows increased severity. Did you hear what I said? Which of you use a list of conditions? Which form is used to list your condition? You talking about the problems list? Greed will get you. Yes, indeed. And we ain't playing with this. And you need to use the correct form. This is a big problem. This is the one that gets veterans all the time. Sometimes it's the veteran's fault. Sometimes the VA tell you they want a certain form and then say it's the wrong form. Who has ever submitted the wrong form? If you've ever submitted the wrong form to the VA, put WF in the chat for wrong form. Who've ever submitted the wrong form or the VA told you could submit the wrong form? I think that happened to me once. You can tell me how to say, wrong form, how many times? Say, Grace say, okay, 0966 or 0995. Who've ever submitted the wrong form according to the VA? I did. So did Rainbow. That you make sure you have the right form and the most up-to-date form for that one, for that number. You need to know the number, like Grace says. Every form has its number, and you need to check the date to make sure it's the most current one. Let's talk about it. H-Town form to list your condition you're claiming. Now, I don't know that right off the bat. OT, if you're still in here, let us know. Because the intent to file, you don't have to list any of them. But the ones after I think that's a claims form. I forget what it's called. Now, you over at the regional office. You can do this in person or go over to the regional office and file your claim. You're submitting your claim. You can do that over there. And Grace, here we go. Y'all look. Some people do it by mail, in person, or online. The VA offers 3 ways to file your disability claim. And I do the stamped copy route. OT says T. Okay. I forgot what we talking about. VSO forgot to check all the boxes. Did you hear what I said? That's why we getting informed. My VSO submitted the wrong form. And guess who suffered? Did your VSO suffer because he submitted the wrong form? Or Charlton, did you suffer? Driving though. Okay. Don't worry. No, just take it safe. You don't have to text. Just take it easy. I want you to drive. So you can do this by computer, in person. I prefer that, but some would say otherwise, or by mail. Okay. They don't get your mail. Don't H-Town say stay away from that. Some people they get it, some don't. What if they just throw it in the trash? You need to hold a person accountable. Individual. Now, listen, when you submit your claim, they're going to send you to a CMP examiner, most likely. They may make a decision based on the evidence they got, but they're going to take the evaluation, and a VA claim rater is going to make a decision. Either most time it's going to be approving the claim or denying the claim, or they might defer it. You can also fax your claim. I say do it in person because, Jimmy, if they have to come back to you and say, hey, you told me I could fax it, I'm going to say, talk to Jimmy. Now, listen, I don't want that. Coach Ferg, everybody show love to Coach Ferg. Now, listen, glad you joined us. I'm the H-Town Vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Rainbow says the form to submit a new claim from condition is the 21-526EZ. You can do it ITF by phone or online. Documentation. Now listen to what Coach says. Coach Ferg says, use the DBQ and ensure you take the time to correct your condition, connect your condition to the time in service or caused by other conditions from service. Come on, let's talk about it. Does that answer your question, Grace? Okay, the fax line. I followed up. Okay, yeah, you had other people faxing yours. I'm talking about you faxing it. Now, they sending your stuff in. That's your representative doing. That's different from you doing stuff. When last time you was able to get direct contact with a VSO? They hardly talk to you in person. That line, they can't really do nothing for you on that line. Even everybody showing love to Coach Ferg. I like sending my claims through the online portal. Some people feel more comfortable. I'm old school. I'm older. And I don't recommend people doing it because they'll come back to me. Now, some of you do it, and if they can do it, but I don't want nobody. Well, you told me to do it online because they lost thousands of claims online. But a lot of y'all do it, and it works. That's on y'all. Salute to Coach Ferg. You will get a confirmation number. That's right. When you fax, I got it. Yeah, yes, indeed. Put me in, Coach. That's what Grace say. Put me in. Grace said, yes, Jimmy. DAV gives it to me. Yes, indeed. Now, I usually trust my guy that was handling my claim. Now, listen. Now we moving. You've submitted, so you've done the first four things. You focused on what you're claiming. You got your evidence together and organized it. You got the law that backs up your evidence. You submitted your claim. We went over all the steps to do that. Now the examination, now let me ask this here. Put a number in the chat of which one stresses you the most so far. Okay? Would it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Just the first 5. Would it be focused on what to claim? Would it be gathering your evidence? Would it finding the law that backs it up? Would it be submitting your exam or the exam itself, number 5? Put a number in there, fam. Let us know. Now we're going on. You ain't going to have long because I'm about to move this slide to the examination itself. Number 5, the most stressful to me. The examination room. Go watch our video on the do's and don'ts when you go to the examination room. So the most stressful, Jimmy, is the examination. Yes, indeed. Come on, let's go. Watch our video. Now let's talk about the examination rule. So sometimes it's simple. You have an exam on your eye because something happened to you. And if it's a simple just vision test based on your how good you can see, so you got it. Make sure you go to an appointment. You're not late because you may not get another appointment for years. If you do, man, have a good read, especially mental health. Oh, God, family. So you get an exam from the doctor, okay? And they do a test on you, and they evaluate how bad you. I got to go back because I can't stand. I will skip that one. It's hard. I got these buttons little. So the doctor is going to do an examination on you when you go into the exam. And if you're there for vision, which one is the most anxious for you? Grace say number 5. Mental health was very stressful for me, Jimmy. Charlton say 5, the exam is the most stressful. Listen, you go in the doctor, do the evaluation, the examination. Now listen, the DBQ, the public DBQ, or the one you can get done outside the VA, I call it independent, or the one you do in the CMP exam, they're supposed to weigh 5. Benny says it's most stressful doing the exam. Rainbow say the exam. Go to all appointments scheduled. Yes, indeed. Coach Fergie is right. Next. So the public DBQ, they got all kind of gym. I just call it independent medical evaluation from a doctor outside the VA system that's not part of the CMP exam system. You get it done on your own. It could be your private doctor, but they have to specialize in the condition that you're claiming, have some specialty in that, or a specialist that deals specific that they refer you to or you find on your own. Now, they're going to ask on the DBQ. This is a public DBQ where they're going to doctor and fill out. You can print them offline. Get one for the condition that you have. If it's for PTSD, get the one that says PTSD. This is one for ankle condition disability benefits questionnaires. That's what DBQ stands for. And they're going to ask, see in red, are you a healthcare provider? Talking about the person. And are you a VA healthcare provider? Because it's outside doctor, they're going to put no. Is the veteran regularly seen as a patient in your clinic? And if they seen you more than once, yes, regularly. Was the veteran examined in person? Yes or no? I prefer to be in person, but they more scrutinize when you do an outside one. Now let me see what I got. Rainbow say 5, anxiety. Now Grace says the facts we can't access our CMP exam results through anxiety through the roof. Yeah, yes, and it throws anxiety through the roof. Coach Ferg says, make sure you use someone who can write good stuff, good summaries of condition. Yes, indeed. Yes, and you need to be clear and educate them on how the system, what the VA is looking for. You don't coach them, but you let them know because they may not be familiar with the process. Now, listen, don't say, hey, I want you to write this on there. You can't do that. This is an independent medical opinion. You can't be doing that. Now, everybody show love to Phil in the house. Phil in the house, Phil, 1986. Now, Rainbow says that the help prepare for and go through the CMP exam, I now have a copy of the DBQ to organize my records. Yes, get the DBQ on what you're claiming and study what they're going to be asked, so you'll know you'll be prepared. If they don't ask something, you know to say at the end. Don't tell nobody, I studied the DBQ, doctor. Don't do that. Learn to keep your mouth closed. I carry paper copies of everything to my exam. I would be careful with that. That could backfire on you. Be careful. You want to keep it down to a few pages because they're supposed to go over the information that the VA provided. You need to bring critical things, a Rainbow, that deals with what you think they need to know that they may not have read because there's so many records. If you give them a stack, they might just throw that to the side and not even acknowledge it. So be careful with that, okay? Don't give them the whole stack of papers because that might annoy them. Say, great, sounds like trusted shipmate. Now we got a Phil in here say feet podiatrist. Okay. Everybody show love. Show love. Now let's see. That's the main page. Now the second page I want you to consider, and there's going to be several pages on DBQ, if you get an independent medical exam outside the VA system, this is going to be crucial. In the section that say evidence reviewed, did they review your claim file, hard copy, or I'd say the hard copy, or medical records sent to you, them electronically? in-service treatment records, personnel records, VA hospital treatment records, problems list, medications, private treatment records outside the VA. Come on now. Medication list, no paper. They have access to your file. Yes. Now, but I took in a key piece of paper that helped. Now, I get what you're saying, but I took in one and helped because by me bringing it, and he saw the name on the doctor, he knew him, he knew the doctor. So that was more confidence. Now, listen, Rainbow say, I understand that community care doctors may or may not check the box that they are a VA doctor. They are, but I have said in my personal statements that I got to a community care provider and named them. Yes. Because some things will help, some things won't. You understand? Okay. Some things, oh, this worked for me. What worked for you may not work for somebody else. So always remember that. I took my spouse, and yeah, but someone may not let you take the spouse to them. So it's situational. So always be careful. Now listen, if you're getting an independent DBQ that you printed off the internet done, make sure you have the right date. Make sure the doctor properly fills out everything. Okay? Make sure all of the doctor's signature, their name, their areas of expertise, their ID numbers, national provider ID, medical license number, all of it on, and their contact information. In H-Town, you are absolutely correct about too much information. Yeah, I always say that. So make sure that this is filled out properly if you do an independent one outside the VA system. And make sure that everything's in there. Your medical records, okay? Any medical records or other evidence that supports the veteran disability claim is clinical evidence, okay? Or medical evidence. This evidence may include medical test results, hospital records, and statements from other friends and family. Private medical records, military personnel records, VA hospital records, supporting and lay statements from family members and friends and buddy statements, nexus letters, and public DBQs where we talked about an independent medical exam, medical opinions. Family, did we cover it all? Did we do that on that? Now let's continue. We getting thorough here. And as we said, you got to make sure that they have what? They have the measurement that they've done in the exam that they measure. If they need a range of motion, they need to get the thing to measure range of motion. How they can do that, not in person. Some people say they do it. If you get an outside doctor to do it and they do it over video, it might be a problem. Just do it the right way. Stop doing shortcuts. And then if you have all that together with all the evidence and you filled it out, that's a fully developed claim. If the doctor you can submit that. They might still reject it, but you can fight it if the evidence is solid. Please don't go into an exam room and exaggerate. They have a name for that. Okay? What was malandering? And once that's in your file, it can hurt you. Now we on to the next one, fam. We on to number 6. What after the doctor does it in his report, he's gonna have information about your diagnosis. If you weren't diagnosed, it's hard to get to CMP exam without diagnosis. The nexus letter, is there a connection between your military service and the condition, and the measure of severity? That's how severe your condition is, and is a direct function of how much money you will get. The more severe, the higher the percentage. Higher percentage, the more paper. Huh? Now let's talk about disability benefits checklist that H-Town developed. I developed this on my own. There are 3 components. The medical diagnosed illness. Usually you can't get a CMP exam without it. You can get that through your problems list at the VA, or you've been diagnosed outside in private world, or you were diagnosed while you were in service. You need to make sure you have that. So you have ankle injury, you should have a diagnosis of that. Secondly, service connection or nexus. That you jumped out that plane, parachute, and you got an injury, that should be a connected service if that condition is still bothering you. Then last but not least, and I'm sorry for covering it up, is the measure of severity. Is it severe, low, high? And with this, you can only get 10 or 20% for ankle injury, but for PTSD, you can get up to 100%. Huh? Let's talk about it. And some conditions don't have all the percentages from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. With PTSD, I think they dropped out 0%, but you can only get a 10%, 30%, 50%, 70%, or 100%. There's no 80 or 90% for mental health conditions, including PTSD. Now let's talk about this. So I want you to understand, and H-Town breaks this down for a reason. First thing you need is a diagnosis, or you're going nowhere on a direct claim or a primary claim. That's what it's called. You need a formal diagnosis of the condition. That means some medical professional recognize the injury or condition, even before it becomes service connected. Next thing, you need a nexus, connect the injury to military service. Then a measure of severity. How does injury affect your ability to function? Function where, you might ask? How does it affect your ability to function in a work setting? Huh? So how does this disability, if you're service connected, how does it affect your ability to work in a complete work tasks in a work setting, or function in daily life, bathing yourself, cooking, being sociable with people, interacting with others, being able to clothe, feed, do your own hygiene, all that. That's what they're looking at. Now we're going on to number 7, updates. Family, we almost done. Thank you for your patience. But we got to do this thing. Updates. Whoever's gotten an update on their claim, you would put update in the chat. If you've ever gotten an update, put update in the chat. Now, listen, when you get an update, it's been long, 2 or 3 months or more. Number 7, update on your VA claim. You've been waiting for a decision. You've been waiting for them to tell you. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can get 2 types of updates, in my opinion. Update. Okay, number 7, I see. Now there's one way to do it where you have a pending claim, but no exam, no decision. So you talk to them about, hey, when they gonna do the exam, and that's the first thing. And you say, I have attended a CMP exam. Look at the whole one when you get through. But look what they said in green here. I have not attended a compensation and pension exam related to this claim as of yet. And there has been no action taken on this claim in the past 5 months. First question you ask them, has the CMP exam been scheduled? Number 2, what is the current status of my claim? So you've asked for an update. You've asked for an update, Charlton. So has Coach Ferg. Grace has asked for an update. Now listen. What if you've had the exam and you're still waiting? Right? It's taking them a long time. Let's go to, that's option 2 here, okay? Listen what option 2. This is a pending claim where you completed the exam, but you don't have no decision yet. This is what you say to them. I have attended a compensation and pension exam related to this claim, and there has been no action on my claim. Yes, screenshot it. What is the current status of my claim? You putting the ball in their court. If you wait, they'll go on 3-4 months. But if you say, hey, listen here, congressman or whoever helped you with to get pressure on them, I've contacted them. I did my due diligence, and it makes them look bad if they don't respond. I ain't saying they gonna respond, but you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the next people that you getting the help. You saying these people ain't doing their job. I got an update on the 29th of May and the 2nd of June. Great job. No decision. Still gathering information. Yeah, that's what they do. Now, you do this after months. Screenshot this. Yes, indeed. Now, family, did we talk about it tonight? Did we talk about it? We almost done. Y'all have been such a blessing. The next step, we getting there. What if you get denied? I can't deal with rejection like that. Huh? When the love affair has come to an end, the relationship, then you find out she's been loving your best friend. I can't take rejection. So the next step to the last is the claim is denied. What to do? Number 8, when the claim is denied. We keeping it short here, but let's talk about it. Rejection, claim rejected. You want an explanation. Raider HQ always talks about a short form explanation of why they denied your claim, or long form is preferred. And he said they don't have to give you a long form. I'd request it and fight for it. I need to know. I don't want no general. I want to know why you denied me, because you'll know what to do to get the claim approved. Let's talk about it. Now listen, if the claim should be properly adjudicated, you should have a properly adjudicated claim. So they need to tell you why they denied it. If they can't tell you properly why they denied your claim, it wasn't properly adjudicated, processed. I used to say, check in the mail. Yeah. Family, I appreciate y'all. And you better watch out when they keep sending you, you get denied, you put the information, they send you to another exam, unwarranted CMP reexamination. If you gave them a fully developed claim, why they keep sending you in this hamster roll, talking about inadequate evidence, and you got everything you need? Well, maybe not according to them. Number 8, I read, it's talking about denial. I read a decision letter and know there is a timeline to respond. Yes, indeed. And submit what they require. Yes, especially if you're appealing, watch out for that unwarranted. They put you on that hamster wheel with unwarranted reexaminations. Now they do have a duty to assist in getting your medical records, but like I told you, if it's private medical records, be careful getting them direct access to the VA. Now you got a year to appeal, like what Grace said about the respond. If you wait over that year, you can get you'll lose your back pay date and file. You have to reopen the claim. Now, family, we do this tonight. I know, appreciate y'all. The last step. Are you listening to me? The last step. We've been in here 3 hours, fam, and I appreciate y'all patience. The last step is getting the claim approved. And like somebody said earlier, don't stop until it's approved. Huh? The VA claim approved. You say it's all over with now. Oh, guess what? I'm done. No, you're not done. You where you need to be. Now listen, poor Raiders get confused when a leader like Pastor Dougie in command. Yes, indeed. Please don't wait over a year to appeal. Please don't. Please listen to Coach Fergie. I did it. I did it back in, I think, 1999. And I waited, and it was too late to open it back up. And I had the Gulf War Syndrome stuff on there. Grace say, would that be considered continuous pursuit? What's that? Tell me what's continuous pursuit. If you appeal it, you gotta appeal it. So if your claim is approved, what's up? That means you got 3 options. You got yours approved, but they could have denied your claim or gave you a deferral. meaning they need more information before they make a decision. They might approve some. Let's say you put in 10 claims. They may approve 7 of them, and 3 of them they defer. So they have to need more information, either from a doctor clarity or it's something that was left out. So they'll either approve or deny the other ones, the 7, and the 3 they have in deferral, where they have to make a decision when they get more information or evidence. Now listen, understand, if you get a 0%, that unlocks you being a disabled veteran. That unlocks you filing for an increase. So that is a powerful position. You get more benefits at a 0% than possibly than you can get other percentage, but it's no money, of course. I got my first rating was 0%. Coach Fergie say, if you wait over the year, Mark, your claim appeal is voided. Yes, I'm glad you said that. So 0%, if that's all you get, that ain't that all. That's good, because at that point, the VBA, the Veteran Benefits Administration, recognizes disability as service connected, and that's the key thing. Now you can file for an increase on it. You already a disabled veteran. You can add other disabilities. Come on now, fam. Are we doing this thing tonight? Now, once you get 10%, now you get monetized, okay? If you get it for chronic fatigue syndrome, PTSD, or some type of sleep condition. But they don't do it for sleep conditions no more. But now you're getting paid. And here's the pay chart at the time of this video, okay? At the time of this video, you could get almost $4,000 a month for 100% rating. 0%, you don't get anything. 10%, 180 and 42. Tell me which rating. No, I ain't gonna say nothing. No, we ain't gonna ask that. We're gonna be popular. We're gonna leave that alone. That's 2026 chart. Now, this is tax-free passive income. Okay. Coach Fergie, you got to come around more. You are really sharp. Service connected, over 30% unlocks pay for dependents, including spouse and dependent children. Yes, that's indeed passive. This is passive income, family. Now look, nobody else told you this here but me, unless you know somebody who did. Remember, VA disability benefits accumulate. The reason a lot of people can't do a video where they tell you what you get at each percentage, because it becomes confusing, because I got 50%. So I think they say, well, when did you get the dependent at 50%? You get dependents at 50%. No, you get it at 30%. It's just that benefits accumulate. So let's say you start off with a 30% rating, as you see here in the little puzzle. You get the benefit. You automatically get the benefits for 0, 10%, 20% added to the 30% rating. So you get the benefits for the other ratings too. Has anybody other than H-Town ever explained that to you? Yes or no? Put a Y in the chat. If it was H-Town, put H-Town, or you put somebody else. Who else explained that to you, that VA disability ratings accumulate? Put H-Town or another. Who explained that to y'all? Come on, let me know, because I hadn't heard it nowhere else. Maybe you have. Now listen. This is your benefits VA disability package. Whether you get approved or denied, the first thing you're going to get is the decision letter. Watch our videos on these. The VA award letter, the key packages you're going to get, not the award letter. You're going to get the VA decision letter, the VA notification letter, and the VA code sheet. KMD. Okay. Now that's good. Yeah, yes. He sharp. Now VA math. Another, one day we have to do something on VA math. I'm gonna try to do it where it ain't complicated. I'm gonna find somebody. So you need your decision letter to tell you what the VA denied, decided whether yes or no. The VA notification letter tells you about your back pay, notifying you of what benefits you qualify at the rating you got. The VA code sheet is something is very specific. It'll tell you where your conditions clearly. It's a list of all your conditions, the medical code that goes with it, and whether they are static or not, or whether you have any future examinations. The VA code sheet is simple. We have several videos on the VA code sheet. Here's one right here. So you can watch them. And the award letter is the letter you get every year. See, I got these terms where they wasn't confusing. I made them tell me these are important documents you need once you get a VA rating or denial. And this is an example of the VA rating code sheet. You may not be able to see it as clear, but it talks about any future exam, none. And it tells you what your ratings have been over the years. Come on, fam. You know, when you first got your 10%, when first got the 90, when you was reduced by, 20 plus 30 equals 40. That's VA math. And I'm going to break it down one day. I understood it, but I'm going to break it down to you, okay? I'm going to have to, that's going to take me a minute. I had figured it out and lost my memory. Listen, then because now you got it approved, we on the approved for it, you got the benefits package. Now it's anything static, leave them alone unless clear evidence was missed to increase rating. Yeah, but if you static at 0% and you think you can get a high one, it may be worth the risk. What you think about that, Coach Ferg? But if you had 100% static, be careful. Let's talk benefit package. So it could be in the form of healthcare benefits and VBA benefits. So this could be with VBA benefits. It could be VA disability compensation, home loans, national cemetery access. When it comes to VA healthcare, it could be VA hospital, VA clinics, or community care. Now that's the key. Evidence is key. If you don't have no evidence, don't take the risk. Coach Fergie is right. Now, Grace Smith says, basic math, round up or round down, LOL, VA crazy exemptions on VA math. So let me give an example. Let's say you got a 90% rating. Are you listening to me? I'm going to do my best to explain this simply. VA math a little bit. Let's say you got a 90% rating. And then, so once you get 90%, let's say that's $1, 90 cents gone, you got 10 cents left. Now with that 10 cents, whatever disability you got, it has to be at least 50% of the remaining 10%. At least half of the remaining 10% for you to get rounded up to 100. Because that 50% is going to really just count as you already at 90, it's going to count as 5, half of it. And you add that 90% to that 50% rating for migraines, that'll round you up to 100. I hope that makes sense. And we'll go more into that. Yeah. So just, you don't need just 10% when you're at 90%. You need a condition with 50% or higher to get rated up. That's crazy, ain't it? I did a spreadsheet that duplicates the VA disability chart exact. Send it to me if you don't mind, Rainbow. I appreciate that if you're able to, if you got it. If it's, you can send it like that. Now, just like what you said earlier, I think it was Coach Fergie. Yes. Another thing you check when you get your claim approved, if you're at least 30% or higher, add dependents at 30%, including spouse, children, minor or helpless children. So you may have a child that developed a condition that made them helpless, special needs, prior to turning 18, though. And they can get it for the rest of their life, the benefits. Say, no. Yeah. Then dependent parents. Who would consider putting their parents on their disability as dependents? And insurance companies use the same VA type of math when they negotiate disabilities for claims. Did not know that. Parents must have the same address. Did they have to live with you? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought they didn't have to live with you. Let me get them that information. Now, recap, family. All right, let's recap. some things we didn't say we want to break down. There's some good information. Look, 6 ways to improve VA disability claim and exam outcomes. Family, screenshot this. You better screenshot this. See that right there? Screenshot it. These are the 6 ways. Number one, file a VA claim. Fully developed claim may be faster. Not necessarily, but maybe. Number two, VA schedule and a claim exam. VA schedules a claim exam. Vet notified by mail. However they notify you, you better make sure you look for that. Don't throw that away. Number 3, confirms your exam. Call examiner office to verify appointment. Okay? No, and you go by there and check the place out. Number 4, attend the exam. Task and time management. Okay? So you need to manage what you got to do, and you need to be there in a timely fashion. Number 5, exam report electronic filing from the examiner court after examiner review. So they're going to send it back to the VA, whoever they had doing your CMP exam. Number 6, VA makes a claim decision, approved, denied, deferred. Huh? Did we go over tonight, family? Did we go over tonight? Now, here it is. Recap. We talked about you need to focus on your claim. That's the first part. Focus on what you're claiming and who's going to help with your claim, or you're going to do it yourself. Number 2, having your evidence, gathering your evidence and organizing your evidence. Number 3, have VA law and M21 manual back up your claim. Number 4, submit your claim. Make sure you submit it either by mail, online, or in person. Get a stamped copy. I prefer that. Number 5, go to your exam. Make sure if the examiner don't cover something, you cover it. Be limited on how much information you give them, like little papers. Just make it simple. Something that will take your claim over the finish line. Number 6, because they should have reviewed your whole claim file, but that don't always happen. Number 6, make sure the doctor's you ain't make sure, they're gonna make sure that you got a diagnosis, a connection between service and your condition nexus, and they're gonna do a measure of severity, which could be from 0 to 100%, depending on the disability. Number 7, always get an update on your claim. If it's taken over 3 to 6 months, stay on top of it. Number 8, make sure if you get a denial, make sure you do the proper response, the proper rebuttal, you file the proper claim. Number 9, if your claim is approved, make sure that you're aware of all the benefits that you get and you got all the documentation, including your notification letter. First, your decision letter, whether you got it or not, your notification letter notifying you of your benefits, and your code sheet. Now listen, Grace says, hold on, did I miss something? Now say, if parents live with you and you provide food and utilities, and them to add them to dependents. Okay. Use all canes, crutches, and walkers and brakes if you need them. Yes. Best evidence doctors visit by VA private treatment records. All. So I'll need a single 50% to get it 100%, being 90. You're gonna need at least 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%. If you have another 100% rating, you're over. Yeah, you're gonna need at least 50%. Because think about it. Let's say you got 90%, they knocked that out the way. Now they're just looking for the 50% of the remaining amount. They starting all over. They like resetting. Oh yeah, you got your 90%. We ain't worried about that no more. Now you need to get to 100%. You need at least 50 more % of the remaining amount to get you that VA mail. Come on now. And we talked about denied claims and finally getting your claim approved. Family, I need to know something. I know we've been home over here almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. The VA claims process, start to finish. Did H-Town clickbait you? Did he fake like he had some information and gave you a whole bunch of gibberish? Or did we answer the question? Did we cover the topic thoroughly? When it comes to the VA claims process from start to finish, update. We updated the way I did it. Did we do it? Yes or no? And I want you to be honest. If I didn't, you let me know. Did we cover the process? Yes or no? I dislike the word reset, LOL. Yeah, I'm kind of wrong on the word reset. Here we go. So basically what they do, they put it to the side. Once you got 90%, because it is still impactful, now they say, okay, you got 10% left. You're going to need to at least get 20, half of that, which is, it'll be like 50% rating for some. So that would be considered, you got 90, that 50% would add in as another like 5 to that, make it 95. So it's 95, it automatically goes over. Automatically goes over. It what do you call it? It's called, it goes over to 100, rounds up to 100. Covered H-Town. Did we do it like nobody else can? Did we cover the topic tonight, fam? Somebody let me know. Topic pudding, delicious. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I got you, H. Okay, yes. Now, the only way that they add up, all the percentages add up with regular math, if it's bilateral. If you have 2 injured knees and 2 injured hands or elbows, you'll get 10% for each. 10, 10, 10, 10. So you'll get 40% rating. That's called bilateral. Does that make sense? Now listen to what our brother, did we answer the question? Let us know. We did that about 3.5 hours, but I appreciate y'all patience. But we got to cover this. And y'all know I come up with all this stuff, and it takes me a while to sort this out. Thank you. Now listen, Rainbow says, if you have a total of 27 claims that are rated at 10% and will get 100%, but a total of 27 claims approved is a pain. Yes. And we want to give a special recognition to Coach Ferg for that $2 donation. Thank you. Glad to see bro vets teaching. Salute. That's what we do here. We ain't trying to hustle your pockets, but we don't turn nothing down but our collar. We appreciate what y'all do. You can get out solid information without having to try to hustle people. Listen, Rainbow says, get educated, get those high value claims, and do the process. High value claims will be such claims as, you listening? Mental health claims. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, family. Listen, we did that thing tonight, did we? We got out. Now, if y'all anything else y'all want to say, any other questions, we unofficially in the after party, but I think we're officially in the after party. I'm gonna say that. Verify all information, even the information that H-Town give you, because you don't rely on nobody else to your detriment. Why am I yelling it? Because ain't nobody else telling it. They trying to get in your pockets, so they gonna tell you a lie. Then you come back and say that was wrong. They gonna act like they don't know what you're talking about. Say, get out of my face. I got your money already. Uh-oh. Verify all information. Open mic, fam. We're going to do an open mic night, too. Anything you want to discuss now, you're welcome to do so, veteran-related or not. What's on your mind? We've covered the topic. Please like, share, and subscribe, family. We would really appreciate it. Let us know. Do that for us. Family, we have 2,983 subscribers now. We got 2 more while we've been here on this live. Huh? Everyone call. If we have 2,983 subscribers, How many do we need to get to 3,000? Now listen to what he said. Neil Steph say, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Keep coming back. Come on through, family. When you're able to make it, we'll be here. We like Motel 6. We'll leave a light on for you. How many we need if we got 3,983 subscribers? How many do we need to get to 3,000? How close? He say, remember, there is a good 90% and a bad 90%. Tell me the difference. Tell me the difference of what's a good 90%. If you had, let's say you had, because you are rated more than 90%. You might be 93%, 94%, 97%. What's a bad 90%? Is a bad 90% OT if you're just 91%, a good 90% if you're 94%? And the VA don't show you that. But you are actually like 19-something%. Charlton says we need 17 subscribers. Can we make that before the first? Can we get 17 subscribers? Can y'all get the message out? 94.4 is a good 90%. 85.6 is a bad 90%. Yeah, I was kind of right on the first. Yes, indeed. 85% is a bad 90%. Yes, because once you stuck there, because see, with that 94, y'all both right. With that 94.4, you don't need but a little to get you over the hump. If you are 85% and round up to 90, wow. Smash that like button and share and subscribe this live stream, family. And subscribe. Thank y'all for the super chats tonight. We appreciate. We got to go over there for Coach Ferg for that $2 super chat. I'm going to just say for the super chat. I ain't going to say the amount. Thank you. Let's see who else gave a super chat tonight. Y'all was in on it tonight. I want to thank you and acknowledge you. Boy, that's a lot. Man, we've been chatting away up in there. We want to thank you, M. Maternity, for that super chat. Thank you, M. Maternity. Man, this has been a blessing. James G, thank you for the super chat. OT, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Neil, thank you for the super chat. The Service Connection, thank you for the super chat. Service Connection, thank you for the super chat. Service Connection, you've been doing blessing, but y'all getting the brother right. On my way to the bank, I gotta avoid every pretty woman I run into. Huh? What you doing? I can't tell I'm going to the bank. I think I got everybody's. I hope I did now, family. And the first person in the room was Betty Bobs. And we thank her for that. Thank y'all for all the super chats. Oh, that ain't it. Let's see. Rainbow just put something on. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Let me see what I missed. Good subscribers are hard to find, but I've found them. I got a unicorn here, baby. Got several unicorns. All you need is 10% when you have that 94.4. That's nice. I didn't think about it. How do you get OT, family? How do you find out what your true percentage is? How do you find that out if you're actually 86% rounded up to 90, or you're 94-point-something%? How do you find that out? I put it in God's plan, H-Town. Yes, indeed. We're going to do what we can to help. Family, y'all been so incredible tonight. Thank y'all. Doing math with H-Town. Oh, man, y'all so much. Oh, man. Now, you said something interesting. Glad to see brother teaching. I'm a teacher by trade. I got my certification in teaching. New rules, we already talked about it tonight. We kind of covered that because we went into it. Have anybody seen Pastor Dougie? Any news, any sightings on Pastor Dougie, or any other information about veteran news? Because we ain't going to stay on long night. DAV calculator. Pastor Dougie, the Secretary of the VA, is missing. Has anybody seen him? He's been on the milk carton, and we can't find him. Use the VA chart and a spreadsheet to the DAV calculator. Okay, yes. Rainbow says, we'll get you the real percentages. Okay. Did Pastor Dougie get pasteurized? Did Pastor get pasteurized? Oh, like milk, huh? Pasteurization. Take algebra course for VA math. Wow. Does VA math help veterans? Let us know. Man, we ain't got nothing else we covering tonight. We about to get up out of here. For our videos that we just have out, to hell with Pastor Dougie. Boy, y'all really hard on. Hold on, he's a man of God. How he gonna go? You gonna put him in hell? Now, listen, our videos we put out quality videos, but we don't just put out the shiny things and we also put out quality information with it. Our last video where we talked about the truth and money. When you get monetized with the VA, what happens? Let's talk about it. Let me get this down. Thank y'all. That was our last. Go watch our video library. We talked about the foreign medical program, health insurance while you're overseas as veterans that can help you not have to pay large amounts, whether you're living overseas or travel and get injured overseas. Gonna put on my CPAP and go to bed. We almost do, but you go to bed and rest, brother. We are here. We are here for you, family, all the time. Whenever you come in, because this is a family affair. Get your stuff. We here. VA math makes us crawl, especially at 90%. Would you say 90% is the hardest one to get to 100%? What percentage y'all think is the hardest one? Once you get that, it's hard to go from there to 100%. Miss Tan for Secretary of VA. She the one, yes, she put it down. Good night, Neil. Yes, indeed. Now, other videos that we have, where we talk about what was your reason for filing your claim, your VA claim. Was it for your family for 100%? Was it because you earned it through your service? Everybody has different reasons depending on the percentage. Now, we dispel the myth that you cannot work and have a mental health rate of 100% permanent total. You can, but the fact that you're working, because of the rating criteria, they can use it to reduce you possibly, but they'd have to know that you're working. So you say the hardest ones is 80%, 90%. Once you get 80, 90, it's hard to get to 100 because of VA math. Family, we talked about the 9 ways that veterans paint themselves into a corner. Please go watch our video. And content creators too. Now, our live streams are at 6 p.m. Central Texas time. And here are the other times. If you're on the East Coast in Maryland or that area, anywhere on the East Coast, is 7 o'clock over there. Or if you in like Colorado, it'd be 5 o'clock for you. California, 2 hours behind, it'll be 4 o'clock. The Rainbow presented by H-Town. Presented by H-Town. Now we're going to watch out for the crash outs. That's going to be coming up. A video we're going to do on why people crash out on other people's channels on YouTube, period. Watch the crash out and the people that blame. It's your fault that you didn't get your claim approved. We helped you, but you didn't listen. Well, you told me to do this and it didn't work. Watch out the blame game. Watch out people dangling them carrots and got you in a risky position. You wouldn't have given them 5 times your back pay to win a claim. Watch when they know when you're desperate. We love TikTok shop. That's what I say if somebody's coming on and start causing problems. We had a wonderful night today. And every once in a while, I will correct y'all, family. Don't take it personal. Now, family, that's it for tonight. We've been on here an hour and 35 minutes. Let's say our goodbye. The VBA will do what they gonna do. Come on, real talk. So family, any goodbyes, final goodbyes, let's do that. We're gonna do that now. And I want to make this point. The reason we did this because we want to point out the problems that people have. The problem is people don't know the VA claims process. Hopefully when they watch this video, they will. This will give them a helping start. Now, we went over tonight that VA claims process from start to finish, and we want to say good night. OT, Charlton, Grace, Bionic Woman, Brother Neil, Rainbow, and several others. I can't go over everybody tonight. Coach Fergie, thank you for being here tonight. Charlton, thank you. Think I got OT already. 66 Love, thank you. Come on now, Grace. Grace brought us here, and Grace gonna lead us home. And to all the others from earlier, the service connection and different one. What is the temperature where you at before you leave? Let us know. What is the temperature in the state or country you're living in? So Charlton say it's oh, I didn't see you wasn't up there before. So Charlton say 69 degrees in PA. I only saw you now. What's the temperature where you at? Coty says, I hope I said it right. You forgot me. I ain't gonna forget you. Now OT says in California it's 82 degrees, warm and comfy. It's 67 degrees. Well, Coty at? I won't say Coty. 67 Portland, Oregon. Okay. Grace said in Tidewater, Virginia is 76 degrees. Let me tell you what it is in the Houston, Texas area. It's 82 degrees. Muggy, yeah. You know, we close that water. Halo, Grace. Yes, indeed. Bam. Did we do it tonight? Hold on. What? There you go. Coasty say it's 67 degrees and clear in Massachusetts. Think he's maybe in Boston. Family, y'all been so incredible tonight. And I want to say good night, okay? I want to say good night to y'all. And y'all can say y'all final goodbyes to each other. Try not to cut it off before y'all do it, but we got to keep it going. So thank y'all, family. We in here been almost 3 hours, almost 4 hours. But we got the information out. And we thank you for your incredible patience, understanding. And we're going to definitely see y'all on the next one. Good night. Hold on, let me see what I got here. And say, Grace said, OT, Angel, yes, indeed. I'm glad OT is back because I really needed support and it really helps. You know, I need all y'all. Good night. Have a good week. Yes, indeed. Let me put that up there. Got y'all on the screen. And family, H-Town want to log off now and tell y'all we will see y'all on Tuesday. Be blessed. Grace say, be safe. Much love. Yes, indeed. Don't cut them trees down. No, guess what I got me now? OT, I got a chainsaw. I'm going to be cutting on the ground, though. No trees, H. Oh, Lord. Come on, let me make it. I'm going to be on the ground. Them trees calling me. Those trees are calling my name. They want to be cut on. Y'all don't know I fell out of a tree. I had to confess to them. All right, I've been taking these all this time. Coasty say, good night, family. Yes, indeed. Put the chainsaw down. Grace say, step away from the chainsaw. Keep your hands where I can see them. I feel like I'm stopped by the po-po. It wasn't me. They said it was a robbery. A black dude looked just like you. Oh, no chainsaw. Oh, what is a chainsaw if you can't use it? Y'all acting like I'm Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No. Step away from the chainsaw. Keep your hands where I can see them. Can I at least rev it up? They just seem so cool. Now, listen, family. I don't know what I'm going to do with y'all. I got to go because y'all keep me here all night. And I thank y'all, family, because we did this thing. We've had a lot of people in the chat. They keep coming back. Look, Grace laughing. Boy, I tell you, I haven't even put no gas in it yet. I assembled it, but I didn't. I assembled the chainsaw because the big limb I got, I couldn't cut it with the little pole. Not little, there ain't no little, but the blade is smaller for the pole. He said, Texas chainsaw, yes indeed. Now I'm on my best Christian behavior. I'm using this chainsaw for godly reasons. Oh, I hope nothing don't fall on me. Listen, I want to say good night, family. Thank y'all, and we're going to see you on the next one. Stay safe, family. Send me any emails if you need to contact me. I always answer the email, and you know we got to stay connected. Good night. Love you, family.